Dogman friends.
At the light, take a left on Oxnard Street.
Oh no, don't dog me. I mean, you don't know the street numbers.
In 3/4 of a mile, the destination is on your left.
But we're going back with our Temu rates. We're doing our Temu rates. Okay, we're starting off with an absolute banger actually. So this is these boots. Oh my gosh. Of course I love them. Queen of Parts. I don't know, I love that kind of card look. I don't know how else to say it. Reminds me of Vegas. Hello Jamal, happy Sunday. Y'all, so good, right? Like, big fan. Love them. I wore them on my 29th birthday. Big hit, I gotta say, big hit. The people loved them. Sorry, I'm not taking co-host at this time, maybe another time, because I'm doing something kind of specific, but we will get there. But feel free to message me and arrange one. We can make it happen. But yeah, so here's this baddie. I loved her, got so many compliments. Unfortunately, I mean, to be fair, I did wear her. I wore it in Universal Studios, which was not smart for my feet. My feet hurt so bad afterwards. But I loved her. So many compliments. I was just sad. She got very, her little like the fake leather of the boot wore off. And so it wasn't as like, it just didn't look as nice. And I'm very big, like when my shoes start to have scuffings on it, they gotta go. I refuse to have anything that makes me look in some ways homeless. Like, I don't like holes in anything, and I'm not a good enough sewer with my eye to basically get it. Oh my gosh, there's like a crime scene line that I'm crossing, but it's not really taped together, so I don't know. Whoops, hopefully I'm not putting my DNA in an implication somewhere. Yeah, low-key, this does look like blood or paint. Interesting. And looks like somebody's car was taken. Okay, boots on the ground journalism. Back to the Temu review, because I stay in my lane. I am by no means an investigative reporter. I'm too sensitive. I'm just a goofy little creative. So we love these boots. Boots incredible. Boots down the house. Obsessed with them. But they just didn't last as long as I wanted them to, so that's why they're in this review. And then I also like these shoes. You can kind of barely see them, but they were like little black. Hi. And then they were like little black booties. They're kind of like snowy. They're definitely like way too warm for Los Angeles, but they were so comfy. They did get dirty fast. They did get a bit dirty fast, so that was the issue with them there. But I will forever mourn these boots, just like my little tweed dress. So very sad that they didn't last. I wanted them to last so much longer. I just love them so much. Only $40 too, by the way. So absolutely worth it. I wanted them to last so much longer. I just love them so much. Only $40 too, by the way. So absolutely worth it. Our next one. Okay, this girlie. I was so excited about her. She's like a lacy polka dot little number, obviously very see-through. First note, she is like very thin. She is very like sticky to have on. She's not good material at all. Obviously she was a bit of a pickle to dress because she is very see-through, and she was not made for the boobies. She was not. Also in the wash, shrunk to like a doll level clothes. So I think I got maybe one wear out of her, and in the wash she tore. It was not good. It was not a good thing. So yeah, unfortunate on that one. I like the vibe. I feel like it was kind of like fairy Victorian, but just a disappointment. She was $12, so I knew I was taking a gamble. I know, but that's how it is on Temu. It's Russian roulette. I knew I was taking a gamble, I know, but that's how it is on Temu. It's Russian roulette. Temu, it's Russian roulette. Okay, this baddie, this was in my trying to please an abuser phase. I bought a bunch of sexy stuff because I didn't have anything, because in a 5-year committed relationship and we just didn't really need to do that, and sex wasn't just like a big part. We like had sex, but it wasn't like a big part of our thing, and I don't really think he cared about lingerie. If he did, he never said anything. But I got this like sexy little lingerie number, thought it was gonna be cute, kind of goth core, fun. Literally nothing fit, boobs didn't fit. It was really cheap material. I learned to kind of, this is when I started to learn, as much as I love this kind of sick see-through black vibe, it really, like, it doesn't fit somebody like me, you know what I mean? It just really doesn't work. So had to bid adieu, and ended up throwing her out. But the vision was there. She would have been hot. She would have been a hottie. This one was much of the same. So same thing, didn't fit. Red thing barely hit my boobs. It was not as good. I want to look good in this red. I don't know that I necessarily do, even though red is supposedly my color. I think I'm more of a burgundy red than a bright red. Again, not a very comfortable material. Skirt barely fit. I don't even know if I received the stockings or anything. I don't think it was even that. It was just the top and the skirt like comes up like the third of my butt, and the top was like leaving out a third of my boobs. So it just wasn't the vision. I wanted like sexy red Velma, but wasn't to be, like leaving out a third of my boobs. So it just wasn't the vision. I wanted like sexy red Velma, but wasn't to be. Okay, this one I was really excited about. I love this kind of pattern with the hearts and the black. It's kind of what I've been thinking for if my ever get wedded, maybe what I would go for. I think I've now switched it to where I would go with red with like black hearts or something like that. That is what I'm thinking, but I don't know. It might even change to like pink with red hearts. We'll really see how it goes. But again, top did not fit, which was so disappointing. I do think I still have the bloomers. Love the bloomers. Thought they were very, very cute. They're still not, it's not the best fabric, okay? It's not, but I do love them, and they are one of my favorite pair of underwears if I still have them. But I think they either ripped very fast if I don't have them, which is usually how it goes with Temu and curvy stuff. Like, it's crazy. It's worse, I think, with Shein, and don't worry, I'm gonna do a Shein review too of my Shein hauls. And obviously this is all like a bigger thing with fast fashion, but I don't know, because I have booked from things that were higher price quality items, and I still have found that they have fallen apart in the same way. I don't know if it's just like living in with like a crappy laundry unit that all this stuff falls apart, or if just like respectfully a bunch of like just fashion is not made for curvy women, and it can't take the velocity of my body on it, you know what I mean? Like, in motion, it's in theory works for a curvy girl if all we did was sit down all day, but in motion it doesn't work. Okay, definitely bought this baddie. This is like a little bondage thing. Sorry, TMI. But I bought this for somebody who 100% did not deserve it. And it did not really work. I don't really know what the thing is. One, he's like 6 feet, so I think it's definitely just kind of meant for a girl. I don't really get the point of it is, and honestly, I think I felt compelled to play in that role, but I don't really like the dominatrix vibe. Like, I'll do it for the person I love because I love them, but I think personally, like, I just want really romantic love, and it'll never happen because men are very corrupt, I think. So at least I've not found a man who wants to be sweet with me. They just want to reenact porn. So at least I've not found a man who wants to be sweet with me. They just want to reenact porn. So see if this works. Let's see. Okay, I think it kind of will. It'll do, yeah, it'll do. So this razor I ended up refunding because she was broken when she was delivered to me, which really sucks. I think most of the razors I get from Temu, they're a really great deal in terms of price point, better than anywhere else. However, I don't think I've ever had the handle and the razor work, so I've just been, for the past couple of years, just shaving with the razor alone, no handle. So very fun. Hello, Bougie, good to see you. Sorry, I haven't answered your text. I've mentally answered them in my mind. And then these little booties I thought would be fun. I'm walking home. I'm so hungry. I'm hoping to be cheap and cook myself something, but we'll see. I might end up ordering. It depends on the state of my vegetables. How are you doing? But I got these little booties too, and in theory, I was very excited for them because I was like, oh, they'll make cleaning fun. And they're really like brightly colored and it'll be good. And then the way they do not fit, like I'm a size 8 in foot, so I don't have a big foot. Like, I don't know. Although I was looking at one site, I think I was looking at Snooki's site, and they were like, size 8 is a large. And I was like, excuse you? I feel like size 8 is a medium and 9 and 10 are larges, but I don't know. But anyway, did not fit my foot. It instantly breaks through it, but I just ended up using them as like rags and ended up throwing them out. And then you can see that cheetah dress. There is, I think, actually a video of mine did very well in that dress, which I was surprised about. I think it's because I dressed like Linda Belcher in that dress because that is how that dress ended up fitting, kind of. It gave me the body and figure of Linda Belcher, which was not the intent of that dress, but that is what happened. And listen, it's a pretty red. It's kind of a cheap material. I didn't like in the picture, the sleeves don't look see-through, but they are see-through. And it kind of flares out a little bit awkwardly in the end. It looks kind of trashy. I wore it, I made the best of it, but were it the vision I had in mind? No, it was not. All right. You up? Oh, are you trying to talk? Let me get to can I do it when I get to my house so that it's easier? Because I'm like in transit right now, so I'm like literally almost like 10 minutes from my house, so I'll do it then. Okay. Okay, two very fun things. This blanket, I loved. My little cat, who is deceased, love it too. It's super soft. However, she got ruined by inevitable nail glue, which is usually the fate of all my blankets. It ended up getting, oh, there are pigeons. It ended up getting that nail glue on it, and then out of the fur, it just never came off. And I'm super sad about it. And then this number, I still have. I probably could have went down a size, but she has very satisfied, she's satisfied when I've showed up looking like a dish. So I do want to shout her out, but I could have sized down, but I got too scared to do returns, and also I don't drive, so it makes returns very, very Okay, you can't see the other dress, so I'll have to do it again. Okay, my Miss Frizzle Space dress. Very excited about her. Missed opportunity to do a frizzle one. I didn't have red hair at the time that I had her, but yeah, I think you are. But I post this on YouTube, so that's why I'm talking about it. So that's why I'm keeping going. But yeah, I think so. My TikTok is really bad when I'm not on a like Wi-Fi connection, and it doesn't like that I'm not static, but I need less storage space, so I'm just gonna create. And already my purpose of doing these videos has kind of worked, because my purpose was, I feel like right now I'm in debt, and part of the debt that I owe is some monthly loans to Temu, and I've been kind of refusing to pay them until I'm a little bit more sturdy, because I feel like the quality of products that I received is not worth the loan when I'm struggling. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm talking to my public of the future, I guess. But yeah, mostly my future YouTube one for me. But yeah, so this is the Miss Frizzle dress that I really liked. Again, really cheap fabric. I probably could have went down a size. It was really stretchy, but it was very cute. It did its job in some ways. It was easy to throw on. It was kind of fun in that way. But again, very cheap material. I think I ended up throwing it out just because it was like just a little too oversized, and the straps are so thin, and I feel like when you got big tatas like me and you have thin straps, it's just a losing combination. So
arrived.
Okay, and then this will be my last one before I invite Bougie up, because I'm finally home. But this is this cat dress. I was obsessed with her. I started buying cat stuff because I have a cat animation, and I wanted to present things in cat stuff. I was very hopeful that she would make the cut, but I wore her out too much. And then one time during a live, I wore her, and she ended up getting sadly a little bit destroyed by that blue. I think I said it on an earlier Temu review. There was this blue little box, and that had a dice, and it ended up getting blue all over this dress, making her unusable, and I'm still very sad about it. I miss this dress. I could have also went down a size, so perhaps it was for the best, but we'll forever miss. I'm still very sad about it. I miss this dress. I could have also went down a size, so perhaps it was for the best, but we'll forever miss. We'll fit it'll check. All right, I'll let Bougie come in if he wants to, but we'll see if he wants to. If not, I might end it. I don't know. I might open up a bunch of stuff on the live and then let it be. I'm gonna cook some stuff too right now. Why are we so messy with this litter? For what reason? For what reason? What is wrong? Why we cry? Cry, Mr. Television. Can't even see him right now. Alright, we'll see if he's coming back. I feel like we maybe lost him. Maybe he got mad. That's okay. Alright, we'll do one more viral while I'm preparing to cook, and then we'll open up our stuff. Okay, I'm gonna see if it'll do both these. Okay, it only kind of did one. Well, it's enough for the two. So this pink number, listen, it was really beautiful. It was a cute concept. Put it on, didn't like it. I felt I looked like a blob. And I didn't love that for me. And so the other thing is that, so I have chronic pain. Big news to anybody who doesn't know me, maybe, but not big news to anybody who does know me, because I really truly don't shut up, I think, about my chronic pain, because it has just gotten exceedingly worse. But basically, sorry, I'm like, while I'm here, I might as well clean a little bit. But yeah, so have horrible chronic pain. It's very bad. Do not recommend. Do not press go. Do not collect $200. So bad, okay? Chronic pain, literally like crying, clutching my guts, and being very sad. So I got this. It's supposed to be for pelvic pain. I think it's just a little gimmick, to be honest. I really do. I do be thinking it is a gimmick. It did not help me at all. Like, I mean, it kind of felt good. I won't lie, right? It kind of felt good. I'm assuming this is, did this survive moldy? Are we good with this cucumber, actually? Speaking of, it's got a little bit, but still would be edible. Maybe I put that in some water. Maybe. I feel like these oranges I should just toss. The cuties used to be so good to me, and then I feel like they changed something, because they are not. You're back. Ha ha ha. Hello, what were you doing? I'm talking about this thing I used to use to try to strengthen my vagina. So great times. Great time to show up. Oop. And now I'm gonna cook something. Okay, we'll make lamb. But yeah, I did it because I had chronic pain and I was hoping it helps, but it gets really dirty and like you can clean it so many times. Let you get an orange. I'm not letting you eat those oranges. They are not, I think, good. I do not think that they fared well. I think they've been in my fridge for too long. I'm getting to the point of the move, so I moved June 26th. I probably can do one more thing of groceries. I don't have that big of a fridge, but it is questionable. All right, let's see some of these yogurts. I can figure them out. This one, 03. Hello, Best Buy 05, 2026. We have passed that. We were close. We were close there. I need to go through these eggs too and see. Maybe I'll do a double whammy that I cook some dessert. I got the French doors. No, I don't want a French door fridge. I have like a vintage fridge. It's like blue. That's what I show. But I don't want to right now because let's see if these eggs are good. What is the rule with eggs? If they float, they're good, right? Something like that. If they sink, they're bad. I can't tell with this. I need to get a different bowl. This does not help my conclusions. Oh, fuck. My one plumbing here is so bad. It's not good at all. I don't even know if I have a bowl to test these conclusions. I'm like redonkulously poor. Yes, you guys. My cats are like, you're home finally. Please. Alright, we'll do this level one. Well, I'm not funny, I'm traumatized, but and I need to live with a man because everything else is too bad. Does this do anything? Or is my garbage disposal just completely changed? I think it is. Yeah, it is dead. Alright, we're gonna try the egg. And then I have to look it up. Okay, it floats. Did it? Yeah, this looks like it's floating. I would say it's floating. But I don't remember. I have to Google it now. If an egg floating. I would say it's floating. But I don't remember. I have to Google it now. If an egg floating means said bad. So your egg is not supposed to float before the PSA. So it is trash television. Boom. All right, let's see what eggs float, what eggs don't. Very fun game. Floating. Bad. Is this a comedy? To be fair, they're really cheap eggs. Okay. Does she stink? No, she's coming up. Why are all these eggs bad? They said they're fine unless they seem off, but I don't want to test it. I'm gonna pass on E. coli. Alright, maybe I can just make this simple. Maybe I don't need to put an egg at a time. These are all floating, I think. Ooh, one? Nope. He's coming back. All floating. I think they're all bad. I think they've been here 4 months, though, respectively. Yeah. A bunch of bad eggs. Are you trying to eat my lamb when you have cat food on the floor? So what do we think? We think that it was wise and that we are going to benefit from these choices? Or what? Why are we all around here? We have food. And we have water. I just refreshed it. So I don't really understand why we're hovering. Are we just so desperate? We're just really feeling lonely? It got to us. I really wish my sink was not gunked up. Okay, whipped cream is still good. Good news, everyone. That one I have until there. Let's see. I hate wasting food. 4/20/26. That is extinct. Very disappointing. March 23. Extinct. Rest in pieces. April 5th. Extinct. I do this with yogurt all the time. I think I'm going to eat yogurt, then I'm never in the mood for yogurt, and it never gets eaten, and I throw it out, and I need to break the cycle way bad. Alright, this is medicine for television that is no longer necessary. Alright, what are we checking here? Best Buy, something about March. This is not my ranch, so. And then this one we're good until August. We will not be here in August. But I'm glad we're good despite it. And let's see. Extra creamy oat milk. June 5th. Yeah, boy. Except I don't have any eggs for my cookies. So that sucks. So that would be as bunkus. Unless I go to the store and buy eggs. Alright, how are these leeks faring? Well, you know what? This is, we will call this edible, I think. Is this mold? No, this is ice. Alright, edible. We're having leeks. The fates have spoken. How are you? 0/1/2/28. Yeah, it looks good. I was scared there for a second. I was fearful. Alright, amazing. We're gonna eat leeks. Oh, amazing. Okay. Lamb and leeks, L&L. Okay.
Woohoo!
Hello. Happy Sunday.
What's up?
Making dinner. That's good. I was gonna eat In-N-Out, but the line was so crazy. I was like, perhaps not.
Yo, what's up with all them bad eggs you got?
I don't know. I bought eggs. I don't buy a lot of eggs because they're like, I don't know how they are in, I forgot what state you're in because all I know is Myrtle Beach and South Carolina. Is that where it's at? I'm an American.
Yeah.
I'm not close. But either way, eggs here are like $12 ever since the chickens got sick or whatever. Remember there was like that massive, like all the swine got like infected with stuff. You remember that?
Yeah, no, I remember that. The big recall on the chickens and shit.
Yeah. And ever since then, eggs have been, like at Trader Joe's, eggs will be like, I don't know if you have Trader Joe's there, but basically Trader Joe's is like a fucking, you can get like they sell like kind of imperfect food at Trader Joe's, and so you can get stuff for cheap there. And eggs there are like maybe $3, sometimes 6, but everywhere else eggs are like $11. Like it's $1 per egg in LA.
Yeah, at that point, you might as well get you some chickens, dog, because chickens
Yeah,
pay
right.
rent, dog. Chickens
At that
technically
point,
pay rent. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna give you. I'll take a couple fresh eggs every here and there.
yeah.
Than even buying eggs from that.
Especially
But
you can have
fuck
the
that
eggs
shit.
when it's had its time, you know? So
Yeah.
I would love a chicken. I really like chickens, like baby chicks. Even though I'm a little afraid of chickens' beaks.
My project manager brings them in all the time because he lives out in the sticks, so he's got a rack of chickens.
That's awesome.
He's never buying. He's never, bro. He don't even go to the grocery store because he's got a rack of farms around him. So he gets his beef fresh from a farm. He gets his vegetables fresh from a farm.
That's the way to
He
live,
gets his
honestly.
fruit fresh from a farm. He gets his butter fresh from a farm. He gets his honey fresh from a farm. His jams, his juices, all his. Bro, I'm telling you, like his refrigerator is a country store.
I love it.
He's
I
he's
love
a
his life.
yeah, he's a pew pew nut. So he like, you know what I
Oh,
mean? He don't like
yeah.
city. Yeah, so he don't like city life at all, you know what I mean? I love him to death. He's awesome.
Are you a pew pew nut?
Absolutely.
Yeah. My family.
Absolutely. I don't live in a deep red state for no reason, you know what I
I
mean?
get that is very fair. Um,
I love my pew pews. Love them, dog. You live
what's
in a
your
place right
favorite
now
type
where you
of
can't
chicken?
really have them, right?
What?
You live in a place right now where you can't really have them, right?
I think you can. I don't know if you can concealed carry in California. People have guns in California. I have like a fake gun somewhere around here. It's very beautiful. I got to like in case anybody ever like tried to come in the middle of the night. If you knew
You
the way I
got a
live, that
fake
was actually
one?
very smart. But so I got like a fake one that I was like, I maybe could fake them out that I have one. That it would be enough. Although it's very vintage. I think very quickly, if
I'm,
somebody got close, it would not work out very well. But that was the sense. Also, I got it for like props.
it would not work out very
It
well.
was not.
At
Not
that
gonna go
point, you
that well.
might be better off with one of them shooting tasers, huh?
Yeah, maybe. I think tasers are banned here, which is weird to me. Um, but I think they are. Pepper spray, I think, is also banned here. I don't know. At one point, I had a taser. I never could figure out how to work it, and I was way too scared to learn because I was afraid of accidentally tasing myself. So I just had
Yeah.
this taser that I would carry around for that. And then I used to be really obsessed with like hidden knives. Like there was like a lipstick one where you could like roll it up and it was a knife, and I had those like claw things. But I'm not against guns by any means. I mean, I grew up in Texas, so it would be very hard, I feel like, to grow up in Texas and be against
I'm about to
guns.
say, what in Texas, dog? It's all about steak and pew pews.
Exactly. You would not fit in. You would not fit in, so.
Bro, if you drive a Tesla in Texas, like they look at you funny. You know what
Well,
I'm
I
saying?
want a Tesla really bad.
I'm not gonna lie, it's the same here in South Carolina. I love it. I love it. It's the same here in South Carolina.
Yeah,
Small trailers, small towns, like I mean towns where it's like 20 people,
that's crazy.
but got like the best food, hole in the wall spots.
I know. I like things being, I mean, but it's weird in LA too. There's not even any, like things aren't even open past like 10 or 9 sometimes. Like it does go, it's not like New York where things stay open late at all. So it's kind of stupid as a city, in my opinion. Because I'm like, if the whole point of being a city is that you never sleep, like I feel like you should be able to go to something at any time if you want to. And like there is like a bunch of events in LA most of the time, but sometimes too it's really weird. Like there will be events, but they're only at like it's like every third week, every event is on this day, and it's so dumb. I'm just like,
I know you were busy earlier. I was hoping to see you earlier. I was ended up showing a bunch of my friends the walk to the beach, so I went down and hung out at the beach for a little bit. But it's only fucking, bro. It's a 5 minute walk from where I live now.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I got to see like a bunch of families all day, just walking down to the beach with their little ones.
A very interesting, an interesting time. I can't imagine. I know, like every time. I mean, I feel like California beaches are different, but maybe I don't know. I feel like the beach brings out just a certain type of people and a certain type of energy of like everyone.
It's just a whole different vibe than like your inland city life. Like in your inland city life, I feel like it's more gloom and doom. Like when down here, bro, it's always like party all the time, especially like when it's really nice.
That makes sense. I feel
The
like it is a
only
party city too.
it is, it
I mean,
really
LA
is.
parties too, but I mean, it depends. There's people who have partied so hard that they're sober, and then there are like, but the parties here are like insane. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
The only thing is like if it hurricanes real bad, like I'm gonna drown.
Oh yeah, that does suck by the beach. I forgot about that. That you're in the zone.
Bro, the zone. Like I'm gonna be the first one. I'm like 2 blocks away, dog. Like if that water decides to come up here, bro, that's it.
That sucks. I mean, hopefully you evacuate in time, or they give you enough warning.
Bro, what?
Ugh, kitchen is so dirty. We're gonna bake. Nurse cooking. That is solved. I love television. Trying to clean my kitchen floor. Yeah. Well, hopefully you don't get in a hurricane. I know my grandma. There's a really big one in Florida. She lives in Lakeland, and I think it was like it ended up like knocking down. It didn't hit Lakeland, I think, as scary as they thought it would, but they didn't want to take any risks because everybody was like, just evacuate just in case. And she wanted to go, but her boyfriend didn't want to go. And she ended up like, her boyfriend has a son who's like a millionaire. So he was able to like charter a jet for them because Mr. M, my grandma's boyfriend, like he had just waited too long in order to get a plane at that point because he didn't want to go. And then she was scared to leave him and was trying to figure it out. And so my family was all nervous about her. So they were like calling and being like, they finally asked the boyfriend's son, they were like, can you like get a plane out to grab her?
Yeah.
And then he ended up coming on the plane, but she flew private out of an airplane, out of a hurricane. And I have this thing
God damn.
It's like on the little jet coasting, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, that's a wild, man.
I was like,
Yeah, I'm not hoping nothing like that happens. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ever, yeah.
I'm hoping nothing like that happens again. I was already in fucking Hurricane Katrina.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I was born in New Orleans.
Oh, that's awesome. I love New Orleans.
Yo, it's fun, isn't it?
Even demons. That place made me believe in ghosts. For sure.
Oh shit, ghosts? I mean, voodoo.
No, ghost in New Orleans. I 100%. I was like, maybe, and then I left New Orleans and I was like, yeah, actually. And the hotel, I'm pretty sure we stayed at something that was like a plantation at one point, or at least around the area. So it was hot, you know what I mean? In a bad energy, just bad fucking energy. My mom like won it in a, that's the other first time. She won it in a work trip, right? So like she won it in like a work lottery, this free trip to New Orleans when you stayed at this hotel. So already, like when I look back, I'm like, And we were sleeping in one room. My mom chose to do the living room for whatever reason. I would have taken that one. And I kept seeing, and I've only seen, when I've been on like psychedelics, I've seen like a couple of things, which could be like hallucinations or whatever. But when I was sober in New Orleans, obviously like we drank a couple of things, but I saw this stone cold sober, and it was like this creepy black energy in the room, and I was like, I like went to mom and I was like, I don't want to sleep in there anymore. Like I couldn't do it. Like I just would feel like very sad, and it was an emotional trip anyway. So I don't know if something like stayed on me because I like it was like I was reconnecting with my mom after not like being in her life for a long time out of her choice. So it was already a very emotionally charged trip. So if anything was gonna attach, they like had a perfect target into there.
Okay.
So like fucking that was in the dark, and then I went and my mom was like, I'll switch rooms with you, no worries. Because anyway, she was like sleeping on the couch bed, and I was like, okay, thank God. Like I was like, maybe I'm just hallucinating, whatever, maybe it's just my imagination. I go the next day, she's like, yeah, something's in that room. And I was like, and I described it, and she was like, yes, it looks like that. And we never, we had not really talked, so it was really crazy. But yeah, and then there was definitely, we went to this one haunted house place, and it was like a room full of dolls. It was whatever the apartment, I don't know if you were still there at that point, but there was an apartment where this guy, they can't prove it, but it looks like he ate his girlfriend, right? It looks like he killed her and ate her.
Shit.
That apartment, I don't know if you know it, but we went into that place, and that place.
Like a Jeffrey Dahmer dude?
Probably. I don't remember his name or whatever. I just remember, I have like a bunch of videos still from it. I should really delete those. Sometimes I do feel like I should never have recorded that stuff.
No, definitely send that shit to me.
Yeah, I'll send you all the.
Fuck yeah, I want to see that shit. That shit's interesting. It's creepy, but it's fucking interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, now I'm gonna go.
So we have this place. If you're ever have you ever been to DC before?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're ever in DC, I forgot. I think it's on O Street, right? There's this house there's this mansion. It looks like one of those Victorian houses on New York, but it has like 135 rooms in it, and they're all like secret doors. You got to go in there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I try not to go into haunted houses because I am scared of it. If I'm with like people and they really wanted to go, I would go, but I was scared. I went to Paris and it didn't end up happening that way, but they wanted to go to the catacombs, and I was like, I don't fucking want to go to the catacombs.
I ain't fucking going down there. Fuck that shit.
That shit's scary. Like,
nah, hell no, not the catacombs, bro. You got me shot, bro. That's too much. That's absolutely too much, bro. I doubt you see many black people going down there. I'm just being for real with you, too. Once you said catacombs, it's like, okay, it's different than going to like, and that's typical. It's hard enough going to see your dead homie up in the graveyard. You know what I mean? You want us to go see like thousands and thousands of years of like old people that they put down here buried under.
So good, actually.
Like, nah, hell nah. Hell no.
If I did too, I would have. My cat. I have this cat's ashes that passed because I was scared she was a demonic energy a little bit, just because of the way she would act. So if I did go in there, I'd have to spread her ashes there, and I was like, fuck, I do not want to do that. I think I am gonna put her at Haunted Mansion though, even though she'll get swept away. But it's just like
I'll probably buy like a really strong air gun and shoot all the ashes down there. Yeah. From like afar, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or probably like drill a small tiny hole and then sprinkle all of the ashes down there, you know what I'm saying? We'll figure out, we'll conflict resolute away.
Yeah. 100. Yeah, I am. So well, no, I don't know. I hope to go back to Paris. Part of me wants to be brave and go see them, especially if I still have my cat's ashes. It's definitely, if I don't have my cat's ashes, if I end up putting them all in a volcano, which is the main plan.
Yeah.
I think that I will never go into the catacombs. But if I still have her ashes at one point and I'm in Paris again, I will have to go down there.
Yo, go down to Asia. Go down to Asia and spread them in that what is it, sulfuric acid pool.
Oh, she would like that.
Right? Yeah, there you go. Dangerous as shit. Don't get too close.
I know.
This
That's the
shit will
thing.
explode.
That is my fear, is that I will put my cat's ashes in a volcano and then it will erupt. And then I will be like, all of the native people will hate me. And they'll be like, and then I'm like, oh. I mean, it would be great because that's what one of my cartoons is about, this cat. So in terms of publicity is like, this is a really good, you know what I mean? Like a really, really good.
Hey,
hit.
when you
But
say
in
that,
terms of surviving,
when
I'm not. That's why hopefully I'm just going to do it in a volcano, Hawaii, even though I'm like, no, she would want me to internationally travel. But my issue is, how do I get her ashes on a plane? Like, will they stop me if I have cat ashes in a backpack? Like, I know they would for human remains, but it's cat remains. But I don't know.
okay, so like for your first thing, right? When you're like, everybody's gonna hate me if I throw my cat's ashes in a volcano and it erupts. I could just picture you like running down this mountain and all these people from the town seeing you and you just like screaming, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
That is exactly how I will be. So sorry. Why did we do this? I loved her. I hope you understand. Like,
That shit is fuck. That shit would be funny as fuck, dude.
I hope that.
But I doubt the volcano would erupt just from you throwing your cat in there.
She was really magical, and that is also scary. But what's crazy about her death is, so we were writing the show about her, right? She was 13 years old. I thought she was 12 when she died, and then I realized I was like, oh shit, she turned 13 the month before, and I just like forgot about it. But so we wrote in each series, I wanted to end on like a creepy number, because it's kind of like Pinky in the Brain, Courage the Cowardly Dog, right? So it's like of that vein. And so I was like, okay, we're gonna do like 13 episodes. They're just 20 minutes. Sorry, my oven's saying.
Oh, you got that oven, bro. No, you got that oven that does that. That's got like different songs on it.
Yeah, I didn't pick it. It just came with the place, but it's very fun. It's kind of annoying sometimes because I record a bunch of stuff and then I'm like, I forgot about the singing oven.
So when I first moved in my old place, that was the first time I had one. And I was like, oh shit, this thing is cool. It's got different songs on it and everything. And after a while, I'm like, man, how the fuck do I turn this shit off? Because it'll keep going. Like if you don't fucking get up, like especially when it's done or something. Does yours keep going?
You will keep singing. Oh, it's nice to talk to you. Made me clean my kitchen. So, even though you can't see it. But yeah, I don't mind the singing oven as much. It's not that annoying. I was worried it was going to be annoying. I think the most annoying thing is that whenever it happens, people are like, what is that? And they get like all concerned. And I'm like, chill out. It's like just the oven, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are we so elevated right now about a beautiful little like ice cream man noise? You know, it's not that deep. I want this to be finished. I'm so hungry. So hungry. So I'm most nervous about, now I have to move cross country with her ashes, and I don't think it makes sense for me to try to take them on the plane. Like, well, now I'm in a predicament because I have two cats, and South by Southwest, they don't require papers, which is amazing. You just have to, like, ideally they're vaccinated, and they are vaccinated, and I have those papers, but they don't require anything. They just kind of go on that when you're traveling through in country, which is amazing.
I love cats.
Yeah. I've got two good ones, but you can only buy for every seat. You can only have one in a carrier, and then, or else you have to get another seat. And I was hoping that I could fit both of mine in one carrier, but I cannot. So now I don't think I want to buy an extra, because I'm like, it would be different if somebody could come with me, and then I wouldn't mind buying them a seat, but it's like, I'm going to buy a seat for a cat to, you know what I mean, just to be empty. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. So I think I'm gonna leave my one cat here, and then I'm gonna have to come back to LA, which is really frustrating to come get that cat and fly back with him, unless I can find somebody who is willing to go like take a trip and to LA to Texas and then back wherever they're gonna go to take the other cat. But it's so frustrating. I'm like, oh my gosh. Now I'm wishing I got somebody to drive a van, but I couldn't find anybody in this economy to like, because to drive the van from here, one, the van was gonna be $1,000 more if I did that, plus gas, plus hotel rooms for the people, and then I was also gonna have to get like I could get one cheaper, but then it had to drive back, and then that person is like getting, you know what I mean? They have to take like not only like 2 to 3 days off of work, but like 4 days off of work to make it work, and like everybody in LA is like, even the rich are struggling. I think that's why everybody's so skinny, is they've decided they just like will take food off of the menu, off of the expenses, which is crazy. Hello, television. What are you doing? You can't even see them. They edited you out. They won't let you be on the live.
There you are, kitty.
You kind of see him. I know he's popping in. Now they got you. Oh, that's my kitten. He's not even a year old yet. But I think he's a Maine Coon, which is crazy that I got him. Basically.
Bro, I love Maine Coons. Maine Coons are so expensive.
I know. I got him. He was arrested because his mom got eaten by coyotes.
Oh,
and so
shit.
He was one of 5 boys. Yeah. I know. And right when he was a little baby, so.
Fucking hate that, bro.
Here,
Out the dust. Why the coyotes didn't eat him?
I don't know. I think they
That's
were.
That's definitely a Maine Coon.
Yeah, right? I haven't had one of these since I was a little kid.
That's definitely a Maine Coon, bro.
But his eyes, too. Yeah, I knew it by the markings.
Look at him.
He's so good. Secretly, he's my favorite because my other cat's been pooping in a place.
And he looks so docile.
He's very. It's very funny because him and my other cat beef, but they literally are the same personality type. Like, everything my one cat is doing now, my other cat used to do to my cat that passed. It's very goofy. I'm like, why are you mad about this? You used to do this, and now you're acting like my other cat did. Like, you're being so weird, dude. But I don't think, my other cat is an orange cat. So he's fucking, you know what I mean? He's not all there at the beginning. He's not all there in his brain. So I don't think to him, I don't know if my other cat's spirit is around or something, because to him, he feels like very confused why we got this cat and why this cat is here and what is going on. And so I think for him, he thinks that my other cat is still alive and has no idea that she is passed or like whatever. Because I never even saw him react to her getting sick or passing when I think about it. But it was crazy. It was happening in the summer, and my work schedule was as busy as it has been recently, and it was just like insane.
Yeah. Do you at least make decent money, like working as much as you do?
I mean, I make 25 per hour, and like looking at shit, especially like I don't have a bachelor's degree or anything. Sometimes I lie in resumes and say that I do though, so whoops. But because I don't want to be fucking like I'm smart enough to have a bachelor's. I just got discriminated at college, and then I decided after getting discriminated at college the second time, I was like, fuck this. Like I'm not gonna pay money to be discriminated against. Like I'm done. So that was that. But I make 25 an hour, and it would be really good because I only work 4 hours. But that's the issue. It's like if I worked 8 hours, it would be really great money. But then I have to get in, like I have to travel to that place, and that costs money. And like I can't always take the subway, especially if they want me to be like presentable. If I'm hiking 2 miles in the subway, I'm gonna show up like sweaty, you know, kind of a mess. So that messes up with it. So I need to find like ideally I would find a remote job in that like I don't drive. So that
I ideally make not much more than you.
Yeah, and you're an engineer, so that's the thing. Like, it's crazy. So I make a good amount, and then I get commission too for most of them. There's one job I have right now that just pays me an hourly, and some of them are like that. But yeah, I make commission, so if I sell a lot, I can make like an extra $60 or $100. But yeah, I mean, TikTok, I'm seeing people on here, and I don't know if they're legit. I think they are, though. I mean, I think if you do it right, you have to go like live all the time, and I think be constantly selling and have good products. But some people are making way more just doing it from their own account. So I'm hopeful. That was my ultimate goal, was to do that. And I was working remotely for my uncle. And so I was trying to save up, pay off a little bit of my debt that I got from moving, because I lived with my boyfriend of 5 years up to like now it's almost 2 years, but about like a year and a half ago. And when we split, I didn't realize until I moved, I was like, oh fuck, I don't have, like, he had all the kitchen stuff. Like when we had moved together, it was so nice because it was like what I had, he didn't have, what he had, I didn't have, so it was a really great deal. And then when I finally split, I was like, I could afford the place and stuff, but I realized like, oh crap, I don't have like anything that I needed to like function and live. So I had to buy all that, and then I got in a domestic abusive relationship where that guy broke all of that crap, and so I had to go like rebuy it again for here. And then I got into another relationship with an alcoholic who basically didn't help and also broke more of the crap. And then I was like, I'm just gonna move because I can't do this anymore. And like, I'm pretty much out of it. But yeah, and also like rent here is so ridiculous by myself making what I'm making. Like, but the goal was in this apartment before the alcoholic kind of ruined it. I was gonna start my own TikTok shop. Like I have a showcase and I have a lot of videos recorded that if I like was not depressed and just posted it, I think it would be better. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait till Texas and maybe try it out there and see. But yeah, that's that.
If I was you, my ass would be taking a damn break. But then again, my ass wouldn't have gotten in so many really fucked up relationships back to back. God damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, I knew when I got into the second one, I was like, "There's a chance you could turn out like the first," but
nah.
Names to it too. It was basically two men who were like, they were homeless, and I was like, well, I'm having these like chronic pain because I have endometriosis and PCOS, so I keep getting into these things, and I've been like trying to go to the doctors, but women's health is like just ridiculously hard to treat for whatever reason, just due to stigma. And so I would keep getting in these pains like around my period, or sometimes even just randomly, where it's like I cannot move. That's like why my house is so messy. It's like I can't clean, I can't keep up. I'm really like, I'm just like really sick, like almost to where I'm paralyzed. And I'm in the queue of like trying to get that, but it's not an instant fix. Like once you're kind of there, you're stuck in that paralysis until, I can find a doctor who will actually treat me or something that works. And so I brought in these men because I was like, well, here's the thing. You don't have a house, but I do. And I'm sick right now. So if you can help me clean when I'm not feeling well, right? You can stay here until you're a little bit more on your feet. I still expect you to like try to get a job, right? Because I don't want this to become a mooching situation. And you still have to do that. And they would start out great. They would do what I needed to do. And then they would just start getting mad that I didn't feel good. And they would want me to like cook, clean, and work all the jobs. And I was like, okay, but explain to me, like, when am I going to do all this? You know what I mean? And I'm sick. You know what I mean? Like, I came to you and I told you up front, the reason I'm letting you in here is because I'm sick right now, right? Like, it's because I can't do it by myself. And all of my sick expenses are costing me where, like, I can't hire an aide right now either. You know what I mean? So you can come here and help me out on that. And you can stay here until you're back on your feet. But, like, the goal is to get back on your feet, not that you live and mooch off of me. And then that is what both of them did. One, it was very apologetic.
You said both of them? You had two dudes living with you? But you were dating one.
One at a time. One did it. And then when I broke up with that guy, after dating a little bit, I met this guy. This one guy I should have never let in. I felt What?
No, I was repeating what you were saying. You said he was like, it was one guy and then this other guy, and then I broke up with this guy, and then I met this guy, and I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, I get like hella fucking, I don't get it, because I don't even think I'm that like a 10. I think it's just maybe because I have big boobs or whatever, but I fucking, I don't even like online dating anymore because it's so overwhelming. because it's like I get like 2,000 hits, and it's like I can't freaking like.
Well, it's because I guarantee you, it's because you just got a pretty face.
Maybe I don't even know.
No, you're cute. No, you're cute.
I guess I don't there, but in LA, like I'm cute. I feel like in regular America, but in LA, there's like people who literally like.
Oh yeah, there's like 25s in LA, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Like really great people. So I can't. I mean, there's a lot of people here too, but
But then you got people that are like 5s underneath, but for some reason they're extremely popular, like Bella Thorne. She's not that good looking.
I kind of feel like I'm in that category, honestly. Like,
she is not that good looking, dog.
I've never worried about having a boyfriend. Now I'm more about having like somebody who is like reliable, you know what I mean, and not bad. Yeah. But I've never worried about like if I want to date, I could go on a date at any point in my life. But I don't know. Right now I've just been.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. Let's be fair here. You're a girl. So you can get snaps if you want him to, you know what I'm saying? Your DM is going to be lit up regardless or not. You're a girl. But that's just how it works.
You would think that's true, but some girls don't have that. Some girls don't have, like, I've compared my stats to some of my other friends that I believe are prettier than me, and they don't have it. Like, it's
Are they dating somebody?
No.
Oh, then shit on.
They don't have it. Even if they go on dating apps, like it's a different vibe, and I don't know why.
I don't believe that shit, dog. There's no fucking way.
I don't know.
There's no fucking way.
It's so weird.
It is weird. It is weird.
Really weird.
Yeah.
I think part of it is like in LA, a lot of people are like insecure. So I feel like maybe to my pretty friends, like most people won't shoot their shot because they're like, they feel like there's going to be more to come up with it. And I feel like I have a face where they're like, oh, I know she'll tolerate some bullshit. So
I know she'll tolerate some bullshit.
Yeah. So we can go.
Nah, your personality's got to bleed that, not just your face.
Yeah. I think it's
How old are you, Swaynita?
I'm 30, and I think you're close.
No, I didn't know you were 30. I thought you were like 28.
Yeah.
How old am I, Swaynita?
One time I asked somebody, they said I was 40. I was like, damn. I mean,
fuck no, you're definitely not 40. I would have thought you were like 26.
I just turned 30 in December.
Oh, you freshly cracked to the 30 club.
I know.
Welcome to depression.
Yeah, I think it does seem to be, at least for our generation, like, wow, I thought my 30s were going to be so cool. Everybody said, I mean, better than your 20s, and now
my 30s are way better than my 20s. I was broke as fuck in my 20s.
Yeah.
Now I'm driving a Camaro in my fucking 30s.
I'm doing things that my younger self would have been like, wow, you get to do that. So there is that energy. I'm just mad because I'm like, I'm greedy, I guess. I've realized I'm really, really greedy in what I want, where I was like, oh, like I maybe should adjust my expectations. You know what I mean? Like, but
nah,
I don't want to because I have dreams. I'm like, I know I want. If other people could have this, like, why not me? You know what I mean? Like, why not? And then it's like, oh, disability. You know what I mean?
You're like my ex-girlfriend's friend. She lives in LA. She's trying to make it too. She's Hindu though. Her name is Chaya.
Wow, yeah. Totally different struggle. I mean, in some ways I feel like there is.
He said totally different struggle. I like how you said that, bro.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because they're racist. You think LA paints itself as this like really liberal, like, no, everybody's free here. And like, if you're gay, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's definitely like one of those safest places to be if you're gay. You can be absolutely loony, batoony, gay, loud and proud over here. But it's racist as hell here. It's still racist. I can't even believe it. It's so racist. I'm like,
yo, I'm laughing so hard right now.
You're telling me that I went here because I was like, hey, at least it won't be racist. And it's like, no, because it's all classes still. It's because you have a bunch of like old money that wants, you know what I mean?
California
Wants to be their
is
way.
one of the worst fucking states by law, and the way they fucking think. They portray themselves as liberals, as in, oh, these people are mistreated. Black people are mistreated.
And then they mistreat
Oh,
them in
this
the
stuff.
system.
And then they mistreat the fuck out of them in the fucking
And
system.
they pretend they're not. And they're like, no, I promise you, I will give you this money. I swear. I'm going to give you this money. I'm going to help your thing. We are going to end homelessness. And then they pocket it and they drive a fucking like Mercedes.
Yo.
And they bought a mansion. And I'm like, and it's so disheartening. And everybody keeps getting fooled. It happens again and again and again. And people don't wake up here. They never, I don't know if everybody's too high or they just pretend. I don't know what the frick's going on because it's so
No, they fucking see. This is California. This is California in a nutshell. The people that do have money, they put them in this brainwashed mindset where it's like, okay, all this shit is happening, but we're helping people. But as long as this shit isn't happening in our neighborhood, it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But meanwhile, down the fucking street, the parks that they want to go take their kids to is filled with fucking homeless people.
Yep.
Fucking, yo, California is diabolical, dog. Diabolical, bro. And then they charge these people egregious prices. Like you make 25 an hour.
If you were an expert stunt driver, they pay so much money for the hills. Those are the most effed up driveways. It takes 20 minutes to get out of your house. I'm like, why would you pay millions of dollars to live here? This is crap. Like it's so dumb.
Yo,
status is insane.
You make 25 an hour, bro. You probably need like 45 an hour just to like live decently. Yeah.
If I could at one point I did make 50 an hour doing TikTok lives, but they're really like they're all run by Asian people. And they have a different way of working than like they're very like everybody is interchangeable.
Hey, at least she wasn't one of those kids that ended up on Nickelodeon, Swaynito. Like they're all fucked up. Look at poor Orlando Brown.
Oh yeah.
He's all fucking chopped up, bro.
He is a case for sure.
He is all fucked up. I pray you don't meet him nowhere.
Yeah, he's not. His was one of the saddest videos I think I've ever seen, actually. Like, He's
cooked. And bro, poor Aaron Carter. I never thought that happened to Aaron Carter. Poor him, you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't surprise me. I never put it together, right? Because he had a very good publicist. But then when you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, of course that would happen to somebody like Aaron Carter.
And
because,
then,
of course.
What's his name? Oh God, Britney Spears. Don't get me started on her.
Britney's really all over. She just got like drunk driving, I think, got in trouble for that, and then I don't know what's happened to her since she got freed, which really sucks. It was like
her family fucking happened to her. Her parents happened to her. I mean,
I think somebody here. My theory is that I think a producer. I really do think it's either Dan Schneider or it's one of those Nickelodeon producers. I think whoever they're saying Jamie Lynn's father is, that's not her actual father. It's somebody who agreed that they would raise the child, right, for whatever price point. So, but I don't think that's really her father. I think she got raped by whatever a movie producer, and I think that broke Britney, right? That would break me if I knew my like sibling got freaking.
Jamie did get. Didn't she get? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but to add to context to what you're saying in relation, didn't she got pregnant like around 15 when she was doing the whole Zoe 101 show, didn't she?
It's somebody on that show. I think that it is. I'm like, I would be so shocked. I could be wrong, right? I wasn't there. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
I used to watch the shit out of Zoe 101
The timeline makes sense. So that's my theory.
I used to watch the shit out of Zoe 101 too.
No. Thank God. The thing about Dan Schneider is he does make good shows, but it's like it's so gross. It's so when you look at some of them, the like things are so porny that I kind of left before he started getting really comfortable. But even the Amanda show, when she would sit in the hot tub, always a grown man actor. Did we have to be doing that? You know what I mean?
Right,
Did we have to
right.
Like,
That shit was weird. Dan Schneider was weird, bro.
Yeah.
He was weird. And I had no idea he was the Good Burger dude.
Yep.
I like that dude, bro. I was like, oh shit, it's the Good Burger dude.
Yeah.
He was loved.
He was. And I think that's how I got away with it for so long.
He was loved, bro.
That is how I got away with it.
Man.
Yeah, really crappy.
So were you on Nickelodeon or something like that?
No, I think if I've been on any Nickelodeons. No, I've been around the studio. I had I was close with like Paramount. I don't think I wouldn't call that anymore because I have all the people that I used to know about Paramount are now all fired when Paramount was like
oh shit. Damn,
so
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. Didn't make that. So I had like some MTV connections. Was I ever? I don't think I've been on some Disney shows in the background, but I haven't been on Nickelodeon. MTV's dead forever. No, it's gone. That's why they lost everybody I knew, because I knew a lot of people from MTV, and then that is now deceased, which sucks.
That's mostly where all the child stars went when they tried to make it. They tried to fucking make a music video or make a song or some shit, and then they tried to blast the shit on MTV. It really can't compete with YouTube, you know what I mean? Or even Spot. Like, it's dead, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they just went in a crappy direction for MTV. I don't know. There were so many poor decisions made because you have these you just have out of touch people making decisions on what the public will watch, and they're just incorrect. You know what I mean? Like even Hillary Duff when it went that round when she brought that "Let the Rain Fall Down" song.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's crazy. Actually, she was so popular in music. I want to know what made her stop, because I think something bad happened in her music thing too. Because
didn't she have kids? She probably had kids.
She had kids too, but I still think that why wouldn't you? I guess maybe music is too hard because you have to tour.
She's loved in the black. She is beloved in the black community for her sheer big booty.
Oh yeah, Hillary Duff I think is a national. Nobody has a bad thing to say. I wish she didn't do plastic surgery. I don't think she needed to.
Bro, why she do that, dog?
She did not need to, but she still looks good. As her plastic surgery goes, it isn't like horrible. But I'm like, you really didn't need to, though. You know, like.
Yo, there's one person I need you to be on the lookout for out there for me, bro.
Okay.
She's the love of my life. All right, thing. I mean, Sway Nito.
Okay.
Claire Danes, dog.
Oh, Claire Danes, yeah.
That's my boo, dog. You don't understand, dog. If I see Claire Danes, dog.
Did you ever watch, what is that one? Oh my gosh. She was in it with Jesse Eisenberg. I did a review of it.
The fucking the TV show. The TV show. I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. I saw it. She did it. Did it a couple years ago. She was super good, bro. She's super good. But yo, anything she fucking touches is gold, bro.
Yeah.
But my favorite show she was ever in is Homeland, when she did the bipolar CIA agent.
Oh wow, I'll check it out. I've never seen Homeland.
You never seen it? You gotta see her. You gotta see her switch from like a normal person to a bipolar like maniac, bro. She's so fucking good, dog. So good.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past her.
I bet you're good at that too. Can you act?
Yeah, I can act. I really used to like it, and then as I got into loving myself more, I don't need to. I mean, I started acting in recently for some of these videos that I've been doing for work, and then I was like, oh yeah, I remember I really do miss this. But for me, the acting world, what sucks about it is it's a lot of you have to work for free for so long, and at a certain point it's I feel like I'm you're almost, not to say too good, because that makes me sound conceited, and maybe that is the key issue of it, but also it's you're putting in so much work to do it for free. So I used to work with like the union a lot, and in our contracts we are supposed to be paid for auditions. And if it was going like that, life would be really smooth. And I think people would cast responsibly, because it's really dumb, like, especially to making movies, you do not need to pull 100 people to see your wall. You know what I mean? You really don't. You need to pull like 5, and probably you already know who would do it. You know what I mean? So a lot of it is like who you know.
Yeah.
But in that way, but then it's like, but then I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of like, I think acting classes are in some ways like a hogwash. I feel like you need to live, but it's really hard to like live and be in an environment on like an actor's salary. So the union kind of slipped on the bed of like the internet, and that's I think why some actors are in like we're in the position that we're in.
All right, let me ask you this as an actor, right?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to ask an actor this. Are there actors that are better? It's probably like variant, right? Because there's probably just some natural and probably just some people that are taught very well. But would you say that there's some actors in the industry that are better that went to school for acting, like theater school? Or would you say that there's just better like some natural actors, like somebody like Shia LaBeouf or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, Shia LaBeouf in a lot of ways had a lot of training young. So if you have training young, you can be a good actor. And I think in some ways that is why I was in, like, I'm not like the best actor ever, but I was relatively good at acting because when I was young, they would put me in church plays, right? So you get used to like projecting your voice and learning how to convey emotion and identifying with story, right? So if you start those skills as a kid young, you can definitely be a good actor, and that's like training in its own way. But
oh shit, like yeah, Dakota Fanning, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also as a kid, you don't have the baggage, right? Like you don't have the baggage of adulthood that makes you want to hide or like make sure that certain emotions look a certain way because you're worried about what people think. When you're a kid, you have that ability to be free and just express how you feel because there's nobody who has punished you. Ideally, right? I mean, eventually as a kid that happened to me, and then now I have that experience. But when you have that freedom as a kid, you're able to like express it more, if that makes sense. Like you're so uninhibited. There's less that bogs you down in that case too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you just have the ability to, I think, to like take in more emotions. But there are kid actors who just don't have it either. Like I don't know, you just have to have that ability. I think it is rare. And I honestly, I don't think you can teach it. You have to be a natural empath, and in a way too where you can feel something and you can like put it back into the universe exactly how you felt it. And like I don't, like most people, like that's why like so many actors are weird, and I think we live all these fucked up lives because it's like society is not built for you. And I think that honestly, a lot of schools are dangerous because they're teaching you to break away from all of these inhibitions, but they don't necessarily teach you how to stop, you know what I mean? Or how to like they break you open and they never teach you how to put your armor back on. And honestly, it's encouraged if you're an actor, you just won't have it. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like in some ways that happened to me. And I honestly, I would be more mad, but I do think that there is a beautifulness to life to being like this sensitive and taking it on. But in terms of like, if you're trying to like make it in corporate America or just like be a normal person, I'm like, you're fucked. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's often why a lot of these child stars get fucked up too, because it's like all of a sudden they become adult, and for them too, they were way more protected. You know what I mean? Like had kind of a very delusional reality, and then all of a sudden it's like shattered, and here they are at 18. You know what I mean? Making different choices, having a different accountability.
Yeah.
It's really hard. It's a beautiful life in a way, like everything is moving, but also on the con side, everything is moving. Everything moves me, like everything feels very intensely. And so there's like a good and bad, right? Like it's like I get to experience everything, but it's really overstimulating. It's really overwhelming. And it's kind of like if I turn it off, I become a bad actor and I lose this talent that I like to fulfill. And like, and also in some ways I don't know once you like deplug from that, it's almost like the Matrix, right? In a way, like once you deplug, I don't know that you can go back and put on the armor, right? Like once you're kind of that butterfly of feeling, I don't know that you can come in and feel less. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I maybe people have done it. I don't know. And maybe people have it different than me. This is obviously just my like, experience of it. But yeah. But I meet and often too a lot of the actors I meet that are very successful is like they kind of have people that protect them. And I think that was also why I was like for me I kind of made my peace with that I may not ever be an actor the way like I originally thought I was going to be. It's not necessarily a dead dream to me. Like I'm like if it's meant to happen, it will happen, but I don't want to pursuing it the way that some people pursue it is exhausting for me and I just have other passions. Like I found like I like creating and making content even if it sucks more than waiting around for someone to give me a part, you know what I mean? And
Or
that is just
auditioning
what I
for a
found.
part for like a billion people, or like somebody that's like favoritism. Because trust me, I already know about like the favoritism with the parts. Like
Yeah.
you got a bunch of people that are gonna audition for this movie, but then you got Leonardo DiCaprio that walks in and
Oh
auditions
yeah.
for the movie. Like, come on now, like who you think is gonna get
Well,
the
and,
fucking
and it's a
part?
money job too. So like, okay, this is the other problem I have with acting. So on our actor sites, right? There's actor job sites like Actors Access, Backstage, um, all of these places where you can find casting calls and submit yourself, right? To upload a 1 minute of footage, right? It is $22. So that is almost an hour of my salary, by the way. Um, and if you upload a headshot, it's $10. Obviously, you don't have to change these up too much, but it's like, and then to be on the casting site, for one, it's $68 a year if you're in the union. The other ones, it's anywhere from $200 to $400 a year or $30 a month, right? And if you're on 6 casting sites, like that adds up. Not to mention the
Didn't
gas of going to an audition for free. They don't pay you for that, right? You sit around for hours, like, and you don't know if you work or not. You know what I mean? Like
they
you.
they damn.
Mhm.
So yeah, this Hollywood sucks, bro. It sounds like it sounds pretty shitty.
It's just like a rich game. Like if you're like that's why I was like, well, I want to get rich so that if I want to do this, I can just do this and not like feel stressed out. Because also as an actor too, you need like a good nervous system. And people here in LA are like all about vibes. I think most people are nowadays too. If you're constantly stressed out, like I feel like that's why also my life is so bad is because I'm so stressed out that my vibes are shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
so like chronically dysregulated that like people can tell and then they're like, something's going on. And I'm like, if you knew my story, you would understand. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't be
Right.
judgy. But
Right.
also like I don't have I can't also blurt my story out to you. It won't make sense. You know what I mean? Like it'll be like weird. So just a
Absolutely.
like merry-go-round loop. And also in LA, there's just so much coming at you. Like people they don't care. You know what I mean? And you're so replaceable. Like that's the biggest thing out here. I think even in any job, there's so many people that it's like if you make one mistake, they're like, I'll just hire somebody else. Like whatever.
Man, one of my favorite actors who was really good, but she was in a couple big movies and then she just fucking disappeared was Rooney Mara.
Oh yeah, yeah. She hasn't been in anything recently. Yeah.
Bro, she ain't been in nothing, dog. She fucking vanished, bro. Like she was in like she got hot for a minute, bro. You was like, oh shit, this chick is bad. And then
I
like
wonder what
poof.
happened to her.
And then she cut her hair and then like poof. I was like, oh shit. She busted a Michael Jackson's daughter.
Yeah, they are mean about short hair here.
Yeah, she cut her hair, bro, and then that was the end of that. And then don't get me started on uh damn uh I'm I'm trying to remember her girl name, dog, when she was so beautiful. Page, Ellen Page.
Oh yeah, Elliot. Yeah.
You said Elliot. Give me that
I have to,
face.
unfortunately. I love Elliot
He
Page.
was so beautiful, dog.
Yeah.
What
What a wild one.
happened,
It's not
bro?
surprising when I look back on performances. I'm like, oh, actually, I can't imagine something happened to him. 100%.
You think
I didn't
so?
read his memoir. Look at the way look at the way that Elliot plays trauma in the Umbrella Academy makes me know something unspeakable happened to you.
Yeah,
You can't fake that shit. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You can't. The
yeah,
way, the
yeah.
intensity that he plays her, I guess now they're him because they transferred, but when they were really going through the trauma, they were her, and it was like, you can't fake that shit. You can't. And maybe they were traumatized keeping that secret. I don't know. Most trans people that I meet have had something crazy happen to that. You know what I mean? That
Bro,
they've
they
been
all
like,
have traumatic lives, dog. They all do. Their community is fucked up. Like
yeah,
all unfortunately like that.
yeah. I mean, most gay people.
Dang, bro. Poor man. Ellen Page was so beautiful, dog.
Yeah.
So beautiful, bro. And then the weirdest one, bro, the weirdest one for me, and this has got to be weird for you. The Wachowski brothers. Now the Wachowski sisters.
What? I didn't even know that.
You didn't fucking know that?
No.
Yeah, the directors for the fucking Matrix movies, both, not one brother, but both brothers are girls.
Wow.
Yeah, man, wow. Try like impossible. Like that's try like that shit right there is impossible.
That makes sense.
Usually,
I think I read an article and they were like directed by a female director from a Matrix, and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was a female who directed the Matrix. That's crazy. Why don't we talk more about that? But it's also now I'm like that article. I'm like, wait a second.
see, look now now that I'm telling you this, you're like, ah.
Wait a see, yeah. So dumb.
Yo, you got directed by this.
I was like, wait, what? I didn't know because I've never actually seen the Matrix.
from
But
the Matrix.
yeah.
Wait, I didn't know me. Yo, damn, the Matrix got feet. Oh, wait.
That is the one thing of okay. This is where I feel obviously we're walking on like eggshells here, but I do feel like, you know, maybe they were a woman inside, but it's like, but you presented male into there. Because so I have a trans best friend. This is also all coming from a place there. I had my best female friend was trans for a long time. And then when I broke up with my boyfriend and I started telling her about my dating life, she got all mad. She was like married by then and she like dropped me. And meanwhile, like I threw her a party for her like surgery that she had, you know what I mean? Like through all this stuff. When I went through endometriosis, something that I could not control respectfully, you know what I mean? Something that like a ghost, right? Not even there for me at all. And just like kind of shitty behavior. And I do think in some ways, and I mean this with the most loving respect, I think trans people can be very, very selfish. Like just so, and it's obviously not every trans person, and they can still be very like full of light. But I feel like to a certain degree, something that sometimes makes me upset, especially from the like male to female transition, right? I can't really say I haven't met a lot of sour male to female trans. I just haven't met them, so I can't form an opinion on them. But a lot of the male to female ones, I feel like they want girlhood, and then they get all mad when they're like, but then it's not safe for me to walk home at night. And it's like, yeah, welcome to being a woman. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily because you're trans, it's because you're a woman. And yes, putting you in trans makes you a little bit more different, but welcome to womanhood. Yeah, it is like this. You wanted this, right? You wanted this. So are we going to do something about it? But instead, they get like so depressed. Like my friend was like, so I was like, I lost my relationship, right? She's like canoodled with her one friend. She's obviously like, scared about finances too or whatever. But still, like she was like, all the whole country, like they hate me or whatever. And it's like, you're a woman, of course they have always hate. And it's like, it's this weird like male privilege that I don't know if they ever kind of understand. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like
It's
more
because they're
sorrowful
not
for them.
naturally women, and they're moving like to this thing like that. You'll never ever understand what it's truly like to be a woman because you're not a woman.
I think they could understand,
This is exactly.
but they are not going there. Yeah, I don't know what's going
Nah,
on.
bro. Nah, I don't think so, Thad. Just because then you just made all the points and reasons why
Yeah.
from
I mean, I'm the type of
experiences.
person, it is like you can get more, like, there are parts of the country you can't even visit because you're going to get beat up. Where I'm a woman, I can go there. I'm still not safe at night. But it's very interesting that I think I wish that you could tell trans people for transition, just so you know, it's not all just dresses and girlhood and femininity. Like, you might just want to be a drag queen. You know what I mean? Like, you might just want to not, because to like truly be a woman, there is a darkness to it that honestly too we were progressing in such a beautiful light where I feel like it was going to become a safe space for women, and then something, people got scared or whatever, and we just decided nope, it's not going to be. And I don't know if we'll ever decide for it to not be again, you know what I mean, to like have that. I hope that we do, because I think everybody benefits from it in a way. If women are safe, right? If women are safe, women can rely less on men. Men have more freedom, right? Like everybody benefits from it. But I think there's too many things making money on women being scared. You know what I mean? And like putting
Yeah.
women in danger, unfortunately, that I don't know if it'll ever be there. But I wish that I feel like trans people are not told that, because as a man, like I know they take it for granted, because I try to tell people all the time when I'm like, can you pick me up because it's too late? I'm too scared to ride the subway by myself. And they're like, you'll be fine. Tons of women do it today. And I was like, just because they do it doesn't mean they should, and it doesn't mean that they're safe.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
also
I feel like
think
it's a totally different thing if a mom rides the subway and she's 50 plus on the subway. She's a completely different experience than me. And I'm sorry, she does. They don't, like, literally on the subway on fucking, what was it, Friday, going to my friend's house, a man falls asleep on me and makes me give him his number, right? Like,
oh
and it's like,
hell
and this isn't even me
nah.
going on the subway. This is me going on the subway. So,
The fuck?
yeah, it's crazy.
I think that was when I saw you last because you got on the subway and then your thing cut out.
Yeah, it wasn't that subway ride.
Oh, okay.
That was a different one. Yeah, it was on Friday.
Okay. Oh, so to add to what you were talking about, I definitely also think that like they're definitely entitled a little bit because women have like first and foremost, I love and respect women. I think women naturally compliment men. Like you guys are beautiful in so many ways that we aren't. You know what I'm saying? And smart in ways that we aren't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
There's
think a lot of
unique
women feel
things
the same
about a
way about men
definitely
too. It's like you're
yeah.
smart. Like
Yeah.
we all have different things about us that make us good. And there's always outliers too. Like there are some women who have qualities of men, men that have qualities of women, vice versa. You know what I mean? The whole shebang. But yeah,
No,
I
for
definitely agree with
sure,
you.
for sure, for sure. But I definitely think that trans people, like, they're stepping into an era where it's like more, I guess you want to say, like, more where it's more allowed that they can just, transition and go and live their lives and nobody's gonna fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're transitioning to a woman, that's not true. You know what I mean? That you will always be fucked with at a certain degree. Like that's
Well,
what I wish they knew.
to be fair, when you do that to your body and when you do that to yourself, you got to accept the fact that like there's going to be a lot of people that aren't just, you know what I'm saying? There's
Mm-hmm.
people that are going to be down with your lifestyle that's going
There
to
are
think you're
people
the
who
most
hate
beautiful
women. There
person.
are people who hate women. So if you are identifying as a woman, right? There are people who hate trans women and there are people who hate women. So you just enter
Yeah.
two categories of hate. Like that's what I just want them to know. Because I don't think we talk about that, the price of transitioning in that way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I think they take it so personal, right? And it's like I think the biggest thing that I have sometimes with pronouns, I'm like, it shouldn't freaking matter. I mean, I understand that it can hurt because it can feel like a rejection of the self that you fought hard for, but it shouldn't freaking matter if somebody calls you the wrong pronoun. You know what I mean? Because you know who you are, right? Why should your sense of self depend on somebody else's acceptance of you? You know what I mean? Like, so what? They're ass shats. Like, they're people are, you know what I mean? Like, they're never going to change. Like, you just have to realize, like, you being upset about it, I feel like it doesn't create the change that is needed for that person, right? Like, it's like, let them, if they want to deny however you want to be, like, just let, you know what I mean? Like, you can't control them. You can't control them. It just, and it seems like such a stupid battle to be upset about. I'm like, people are starving in the streets. Like, I'm sorry, pronouns fucking a different. Let's
Yeah.
poverty and freaking like homelessness and the fact that people are working all of these hours and can't afford, and then let's fucking worry about pronouns or like people in sports. Like, we don't have. I'm gonna say this with like the most caring compassion. This is not the most important issue right now. You know what I mean? I understand that it is an issue. And ideally, people are not killing other, like, I feel like at this point, we have all of the tools that, like, we really don't really need war. You know what I mean? Ideally, we really could talk it all out. But so far, we're there. You know what I mean? And that is the issue that we need to solve. That we are getting so violently angry that we feel like we need to blow up things for, like, you know what I mean? Like, that, we need to look at that first and solve that issue. And then we can come back to more of, like, pronoun, like all of these like nitpicky things. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, let's start at some foundational stuff.
A person in California with common sense. Who knew? Who would have thought?
I don't know. It's lonely out here. It's lonely.
Oh, I bet, dog. I bet you there's not many people on that hill you're on.
No, they're not. And it's hard because it's like, I've lived it, you know, and I'm not trying to be like, you know what I mean? If you want to drive, I don't care what you do with your body. I feel that's why to me, that is America, is the freedom that you should be able to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Within obviously reason of like not killing somebody, you know what I mean? Or stealing to a way that it impacts somebody else. But as long as you're not hurting anybody, which I think, like, if you want to wear a dress and you want to plastic surgery your body, go ahead, right? It's not my path that I'm going to go on. I don't necessarily understand all of it, but you do you fly you. But I do think it's a little unfair.
Kardashians fucked the world up with that shit.
What I can't understand is, so I have imbalanced hormones. You can bring a man to a woman to a man. You can't balance my hormones. I keep going to a doctor and I'm like, how do I balance them? They're like, I don't know. That's not really done. But how do you transfer? Like, yes, it is. Because how are you doing it? It's very, very weird.
Yes, it is. Because how are you doing it?
As a trans woman in healthcare in some states that I don't have. Like, you can access healthcare for free that as a woman we don't, which is kind of crazy in a way. It's almost like a male privilege in trans, like that. I don't think it's the same for female to male in that way. I'm sure that their trans thing is harder, and I'm sure in like different states you can't get the same healthcare, right? And obviously if you go to prison, it's a whole fucking mess, you know. But yeah, it's insane. Like,
I don't even know. I think now they do. They take the but they used to take the trans the trans dudes and put them in the female prison. I think they put them in the.
I think it depends if you change your sex. I think then yes, legally you go to the, like, right. So if they went and they got female in their birth certificate, maybe in California they don't care, but I bet you everywhere else, I bet as long as you have a thing that says you're female somewhere, which you have to go through a government process to do that. And of course, and I kind of get, people are like, why is the government process so hard? I'm like, you have to understand that there are drug lords, babe. You have to understand that there are people in sex trafficking things that will change their gender to evade foreign law. And that's why they're hard on you changing your gender, right? And I understand it feels very unfair because this is like the most like stupidest thing I feel like about living in the USA is that all of these laws are like, we are basically forced into a way of control because somebody couldn't follow the rules. You know what I mean? Like, somebody had to go way off the edge. And so now everybody's got to do this. And I'm so tired of like adjusting our lives for the most bad person in the room. You know what I mean? Like, why do we do that if most people are going to be good? You know what I mean? Why are we living in case one person is bad? I don't think that that's very fair. But I get why the government is a little bit harder on people doing like sex changes, because there are people who will literally, they are in so much trouble trying to evade things that they will change their body, not because they're trans, but because they are trying to buy themselves time. And it's like, and I'm sorry that is an unfortunate part of our reality, but it is, you know?
Bro, I heard criminals were doing it to fucking get away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was fucking crazy, bro.
I mean, if everything was on the line, you would. My dad is a criminal, so, or was rather, he's dead now, but so he was like a
Oh,
drug
you
dealer.
eating a rib? What you eating, a rib? Let me get a piece of that rib, girl.
It's a lamb. So
Uh,
basically, it's good.
well, it was a
You don't
lamb
want
chop.
lamb? It's like a lamb rib. It was like a weird part of lamb. It was very cheap. So it was basically like a lamb rib, essentially. Very good.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed soon. I gotta get up at 3
I know it's
a.m.
later there too. All right. Well, it was nice talking to you. I know I need to end.
No, I'm not leaving right
You
now.
don't believe him? Oh.
I said it's soon, not now.
Oh, my bad. How soon is now? As the Smiths ask.
No, it's okay.
Are there a lot of trans people in Myrtle Beach? Do you have like a queer community there?
Not really.
I figured.
I mean, you got like a little gay club down the street, but like mostly that shit's in the mountains. That's where all the. That's where all they are. That's where they all are. Yeah, they're all in the mountains and shit. They're not here. Now, don't get me wrong. You still got your group every now and again, but you mostly don't see it down here.
Yeah. No, it's pretty big here. I would be surprised if every day I didn't see a gay person. I mean, they all flock here because they know it's safe. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
nobody's gonna say anything.
So in South Carolina, it became a huge thing. But when the trans people wanted to start using girl bathrooms, South Carolina was like,
Oh my gosh.
fuck that shit, dog. They were like, no, no, no.
That is crazy.
No.
But
Bro, and so they made a law. If you're a man, you gotta go in the man's bathroom. If you're a girl, you gotta go in the female's bathroom. It don't matter, even if you were legally changed or none of that shit. They're not flying with none of that, dog.
They said, hell no. They said, no.
No, sir.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, my big thing is if you're going to be a woman and you don't learn, if you go to be a woman and then you make the women's bathroom look like a men in a public place, I hate you just as a person. You know what I mean? Like, because I already hate going to a public bathroom. I'm like kind of germophobia about it. And if it's trashed, I get really mad about that. But I feel like that's just like foreign people in general, because we live obviously with like a lot of, immigrants here. And like bathrooms and sometimes in LA are just like fucking crazy public wise.
You'll be all right if you go to the Buc-ee's bathroom.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Buc-ee's is fine. Buc-ee's is always fine.
That shit, bathroom's clean as fuck.
Yeah, because Buc-ee's changed their staff, but like most places don't. So I do resent, but I don't care if like other people. Because here's the thing that I do wish people would understand about the bathroom: the likelihood that you are going to be raped by a trans person in the bathroom is like almost zero. It's almost zero. You are more likely to be raped by your family members. Like, this is just the real sad truth. Family members and friends of family. And that's it. You are more likely to be raped by a person than you know rather than a stranger, unfortunately. Like, but obviously too, it's a sad concern because it's like, it is sad because it's like a pedophile could basically put on a wig and like go to Pound Town, you know what I mean, in a public restroom. And that is a concern. I think people blow it up to be a bigger thing than it is. You know what I mean? Because I think a big thing of the way that pedophiles work is that pedophiles get off on the secrecy. You know what I mean? They don't want they want to get away with it they get off with the secrecy for so long until, you know what I mean, they start getting like sloppy. You know what I mean? Until they stop getting comfortable. But the big thing for them
is weird, bro.
Yeah, no, it's fucked. Yeah.
That's just super weird. I still watch To Catch a Predator to this day.
Uh,
My
yeah,
shit.
crazy.
Chris Hansen is a fucking will forever be a fucking legend, bro. That just walking into the kitchen. So what are you doing here? Hey, sit
Yeah.
down. I want to talk to you.
It's insane how, like, I keep thinking back on it as I feel like we're all getting deprogrammed with like the Epstein things, but it was crazy how many even people like we had girls in my high school, they were dating like 21-year-olds and they were like 16 and nobody said anything. You know what I mean? And it
That's
was
right.
like, oh,
Speaking of which, I forgot to ask you. Nobody took you to the island, right? You Gucci?
yeah, I never went to an island.
All right,
No,
thank God. All right, cool.
I know. I think I couldn't imagine. I think I laugh now. I was joking with my family because I would cut my bangs all the time
What was
before
that
school
beautiful
picture.
girl that they poor fucking tormented that she did herself? Virginia something?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Virginia. Virginia something. What the? I forgot her name. Everybody needs to, people need to know her name. She's the
yeah.
reason, you know what I'm saying, that this whole thing
Mhm.
even started. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but Virginia Guffrey, there you go. Virginia Guffrey.
Wow.
But she unalived herself.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I get it
probably
though. I
from the
mean, honestly,
PTSD of being.
no, I've struggled a lot with it. I wasn't on an island, but I got like I had stuff happen to me. My mom was like on drugs and struggled with anorexia, and so there was just like neglect and that like led people to prey in, and obviously like I didn't have a dad, so I think that a lot of people could like quickly assess my family dynamic and be like, "Okay, as a kid, easy target." You know what I mean? Because there's nobody protecting them essentially. You know what I mean? You have two overwhelmed women basically raising me. So, easy prey. And like honestly, like I've struggled with suicide for it, and I was a very devout Christian for, and I was like waiting until marriage, and then we were talking about rape in health
Oh, be
class. We were
careful!
talking
Be
about it.
careful in
I know
GTA. In
TikTok is gonna get
GTA.
it. I know they were gonna get, but I don't care. I hate that it's being censored because as a victim, I'll take the hit because I don't believe in what they're doing because it forces you into silence to say another word. We need to call it what it is. You know what I mean? We need to call it what it is because it is that
No, I'm with
horrible.
you. I'm
But
with you.
yeah,
I'm with you.
but
I just don't
I'll
want.
let
I
the
don't
families
want you to
know.
get banned.
I know, but I'll take it because I'll sue them. I'll make a fucking point. So wait for me. You know what I mean? Like, do it, TikTok, pull the trigger. But for me, with the like essay and everything about it, I'm like, it, it really, it really does damage you. Especially like for me, it forced me to reconsider like my entire religion. You know what I mean? It was a whole paradigm shift, and then that ended up. I was like 13. I realized it in like health class because they went through like the signs that you have, and I was like, oh, that's so crazy. I have all of them, and then I think my body was like, okay, it's like finally safe. We can remember this because you can accept that these signs have happened to you, and then I like remembered it, and I like it like messed me up to. I mean, I'm changed. I'm a different person than I would have been if it didn't. And there, I mean, unless people really are just unfeeling sociopaths, I'm like, there's no way if you really knew the toll of what that one moment of pleasure did on the person that you took it from, you would never do. I would hope that you would never do it. I would hope that you would never do it. But I don't know. Maybe that is what. There's so many people that just get off in some dark shit that I think I don't know. It's just like it's a really messy world, but it's hard. I can't imagine actually going through the Epstein ones. It's hard to have a different episode completely unrelated to Epstein. You know what I mean? Like not obviously of a similar thing, but it's been hard to move through that with the world right now, having that in my head, and then I can't imagine that being public knowledge every day. Like you can't escape that on the news. It's everywhere. It's everywhere you go. Like it that you can't escape like the thing that messed you up, you know what I mean, is very I can't imagine the damage it does on your psyche, like really. If you've been
So,
through
as a
it.
person that grew up with like a narcissistic father and this other shit, it does get better as long as you get through the therapy and you seek help and you put yourself in a better position.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, I don't know.
I
Even with therapy, it's hard. It's not easy.
But no, you're right. But I had the same instances, right? So I started getting into bad relationships, and I got into a bad relationship, one where I wasn't good in it, you know what I'm saying? To the point where I had to look at it as like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I messed up a good relationship on myself. So I had to work hard. And then I moved to a different state, got a good job, making $30 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Bought myself a nice, you know what I'm saying, a Camaro. And you just got to put yourself in life in a better position, enjoy it. You know
I
what I
do
mean?
think when you heal from it, your life will reflect it. And I think for me, it's hard because it feels like it's a never. And I think that there is truth in this, that it is, you are forever healing from that moment. Like, even like, so I have CPTSD, right? And with that,
What's the C
CPTSD
stand
itself,
for?
it's complex post traumatic stress disorder.
Damn, what's complex about it?
So the issue I think with complex one is that it's not as contained in that way. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. I think that it's just that's what they just diagnosed me as. I had suspected I had PTSD, and then they were like, I think you have CPTSD actually. I gotta look at the exact differences of it. What?
No. I'm just repeating what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. No, you're fine. But yeah, I get more. It can go dormant. So that's like the thing about it. I don't know if this is the same for PTSD or if this is CPTSD, but like it can go dormant, but it never goes away in your mind. Like I think there's one where you can heal, or like most traumatic instances you can heal from, and they're not like technically hidden in your body. But I think with CPTSD, or at least PTSD itself, the trigger incident is forever in your body, and it can go dormant to where it's not affecting you to the day to day, but it's always there, if that makes sense. And that is the difficulty. So it's always there, and it's like if something triggers it, then it's out again, and you have to work to.
Hey, Sway Nito, my ADHD needs to ask you a question.
Okay.
All right, you know what I mean? Unrelated. So,
Okay, go for it.
last time I talked to you, your hair was short.
This is a wig.
Now it's long again. Okay, cool. Okay, bro. Yo, I was freaking out for a second. I was like,
yeah, I wear wigs when I go live because they're really mean about. Well, my short hair too is very like unpredictable because my mom is Polish and my dad was Colombian, so I feel like they fight for a battle on my head. So I have like very thick hair. My family also has thick hair though too, even being Polish.
Colombian, like South American Colombian.
And my mom is clear. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my dad was I think his dad was 100% Colombian, and so I'm like 25%. I think because he would be half because his mom was French, I believe. I think literally from the Louisiana corner, because when I do my DNA test, I have it there. But it's weird. They say that they're Colombian, but I think that they are Colombian in that maybe they were Spanish conquistador like Colombian, because when you go on my DNA, I do have a little bit of Colombia still in there too, but a lot of it is Mexican from the coast too. So I don't know.
If they're conquistadors, you know they owned a couple of my people.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. My dad's the sad thing about my dad's family is that I'm sure my dad was racist. Like I'm so sure. I'm pretty sure from what my fucking dad's family, I'm not close to him. Like I don't know anybody. Like he was not in my life, right? Which was probably for a good reason. But my one cousin was saying that he thinks that they fled during Nazi Germany because they were actually Italian, and then when that's how they immigrated to Colombia, was literally because they were root for whatever.
Dog, you got me geeking over here, dog. You was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, honestly. So it's really funny that my white family is Polish, so they were enslaved people, and then you would think like my Hispanic family would maybe be chill, but no, they were actually.
Hey, your family, okay, so your white Polish family was also almost enslaved by the Russians, but now they don't put up with the Russians bullshit no more.
Yeah. But in the Polish timeline from where my family was, they definitely probably did. Now they don't, but now I think most of my family, I don't think we have anybody left in Poland. I don't know though. Yeah.
And the kind of sun and the light too, you kind of look a little Spanish, dude. You look more Spanish than white.
In LA, they think I'm just white always. And They're like, you're not Spanish at all. But if I move anywhere from LA, even when I was in New York, they were like, you're Hispanic. And I was like, okay, sure. I mean, my dad wasn't around. Like, I remember they wanted to give me this scholarship for Hispanics, and I was like, I can't take this. Like, I don't speak Spanish. Like, my dad wasn't here for me, and they were like, but you are that. It's been a very weird cultural identity. And that's why, like, obviously, like, I can't relate to a certain degree, but I did relate. I don't remember what celebrity spoke out about being like half white and half black. And whatever she said, I was like, wow, I've never heard anybody say this. And it's like, this is how I feel in a way of like walking, like you'll never belong to either group in a way, in a weird, like, and it's almost fucked up because really you should belong to both, but you don't, like, because it's like, for my white family too, it's like I'm too different because I'm Hispanic, but in my Hispanic family, I'm too white. So you just don't fit in.
Hispanic family, I'm too white. It's funny as fuck.
That's crazy.
I'm glad I don't have that issue. I'm just all black, but I am light skinned, so it's kind of like, oh, you're not dark enough.
Oh yeah, I've dated a lot of guys that had that similar issue that they were like, which is so crazy. It's also like it's so racist in itself in so many ways. It's like this is just all like none of this matters. You know what I mean? Like none of it. It really don't matter.
Man, you'd be surprised how racist black people are against their own people, dog.
They've been programmed to. I don't blame them. Like, I mean, I wish they wouldn't, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, that's what the man wants you to do, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, quit, please quit. You could break the cycle. But also, you're like, they're programmed to, you know what I mean?
They're
like, a lot of people are
programmed, bro. They're programmed, bro. They are programmed. They are 100% programmed.
And it's so sad. It's so sad.
Dang, look at us having a real life conversation. Swaynita. I keep.
You can call me whatever. I'm not where I just changed.
I'm not calling you the governor on here, dog.
Governor?
You could have got that. You could have got the X on here looking for you.
That's true. I guess I'm not. Whatever. He always finds me no matter what because I don't.
He always finds me no matter what. It's diabolical.
Always.
He be in the DMs, bro. Is he in the DMs right now, baby?
Yeah, he's literally texting my phone. He said, good afternoon today. I was like, all right.
Hey, babe. Brother. You trying to work it out today? Let's run it back.
He really does. He's like, to be fair, he's very repentant. He's been like, I was an asshole for it, that's usually, they always, for the most part, they always have come back. There's been maybe like one or two that haven't, but for the most part, they usually come back and they're like, you know what, you were right. Like, I really did mistreat you. And I was like, Colin, you wow, you mistreated me. I would have never known. What do you mean? Like, I was like, yeah, duh, you did. That's the biggest thing. I think this is why like abusive things go with, I actually catch on to them very fast, but I have a conversation about it, probably because I'm probably autistic or whatever. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Like homie to homie, like what's going on here that you're abusing me? And they're like, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, 100% you are. So let's just like admit that you're doing it. And like, let's talk about
let's just admit that you're doing it.
Yeah. Like, let's just talk about what do you think, what do you get out of this that makes you happy? You know what I mean? Because you don't seem happy doing this. You know what I mean? Like, what do you get? And that's my problem, I think, with it is I stay.
That probably could have been the reason. That probably could have been the reason when I first met you, why you were balling. When we were talking last time, I had to look at you for a second, and I was like, why does she look so familiar? And then I just remembered that whole scene, and I was like, oh, this girl was bawling her fucking eyes out on the live one day. Like, you were having a supremely meltdown, dog. Like, it was bad.
He came in, I was just doing a live stream, and he, I think, had busted. I'm thinking of that. I'm pretty sure that was the day. And it was so crazy. So I let this guy live with me for free, right? And he had somebody do this to him that he had said. And he talked about how...
Is this the homeless guys?
His name is Phoenix. And he basically tried to take my apartment from me and tried to say that he was going to live in there too. And I was like, you didn't pay a single thing of rent and you choked me and I had to call all of it, you know what I mean? And you're going to try to bust in and steal my place from me and not pay rent there. Like, it was crazy. It was so, and the police to do it too. And then he had like hopped states. I mean, it was it was super evil what he did, honestly. It was so bad. And it was very lonely too, because a lot of people were like, they had warned me, and then they were like, well, it's kind of your fault, whatever, that he did it. And it's like, well, I didn't want somebody to be homeless too, you know what I mean? And it was like, and we were all going on stereotypes that he was gonna do it. Like, it was just crazy. And he was never gonna be homeless anyway. He just lied. So that was, I think.
Okay, so Swainita, I don't mean to get you on this, but fuck your ex. He's gone. He's not around anymore. You're safe now.
No, not
because
really.
I know it's
He's
kind
still
of
inside me
triggering,
around.
but I know it's kind of triggering that when you get to talking about him because all the shit he did to you, like that shit becomes negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, he's gone. You know what I'm
He's not,
saying?
though, unfortunately. He
Now,
still stalks me to
well,
this
I mean,
day.
he's
I mean, he's
not
gone out of
gone.
my
He's
life.
still in
You know
your
what I
fucking
mean?
phone. He's still in your phone. But for the most
Yeah.
part, you know what I mean.
No, he'll try to like find me. No, he always wants to hang out. And I mean, it's not safe. That's the thing.
You
Like,
don't be hanging out with his ass, do you?
he will make me. He will find me,
He
and
will make me. I'm
he will make me go
dead.
crazy so bad. But yeah,
What is
it's
it?
hard.
What is it about him? Like you like hanging out with him?
I
Is he
mean, we
fun? Do you like him? Do you love him? Do you
no,
care
I'm
about
not. I mean,
him?
like, I cared about it. Obviously, like, we lived together. To me, that's not something easy. And he was very, I mean, there were times where it was good in the relationship, and he obviously had some mental stuff. But I mean, no, I can't ever go back. Like, that was my issue, too. That's also, like, why I had to leave to some ways, because it was getting to be, like, he was one of my only options if I became homeless where I could stay. And I'm like, I can't give him that power ever. So, like, I have to go leave. And I mean, it just sucks. And, like, he could have chosen not to act like that. I don't think I've had a lot of I haven't had like I've had a couple abusive relationships, and like he was the worst in a way that he didn't have to do that, but he wasn't the worst in terms of his redemption. I feel like whatever I said to him did land, and he did get into a good therapist that I think helped him. I wouldn't have talked to him if whatever this one therapist at all, but it'll never be what it was, right? It's still not safe, right? Does that make sense? Because I still can't 100% ever trust him. And it's like, you try to choke me out, you know what I mean? And when somebody tries to choke you out, like from the domestic violence statistics that I've had, it's like the statistics of you dying go up so much. Like, they could punch you, they could hit you, they could cut you off from family, they can do all the other things. When they choke you, your statistics of dying are through the roof. Like, it gets really, really bad. So that's the sad thing. Like, I don't know if he would kill me, but I don't know if he would not. You know what I mean? Because he, like, the sad thing about him is, like, he's kind of got like a mice of men thing. You know what I mean?
This
Like,
is
this
is so dark
I
because
know.
I can't even fathom this because I'm not even in a circle of a group of people that would even do this to other human beings. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
this is
like when
LA
you
though.
talk
Like,
about this shit, it's kind of I mean,
it's
obviously,
my
you know what I
reality, but
mean.
that's why my life is
I
good.
know it
Yeah, that's my
happens,
life
you
is
know what I'm
always good.
saying, and it happens in a lot of relationships and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's just unreal to hear, and it's like, fuck, man, dude,
It's crazy.
hurt people really do hurt people, bro. And this is in part while I did a lot of fixing on myself and I did a lot of therapy, bro, because a lot of this behavior and this shit like this, that shit is genetic, bro. You could end up getting with somebody that just has these mental health behaviors and they pass them on to a child, bro, and that poor fucking child is doomed from the get. Like
Yeah. Well, he felt like
it's
he had a brain
fuck that
injury.
shit, bro.
Yeah. And it made I think he has Asperger's, so that's a big part of the problem in a way too. Like, that, yeah, it's a very interesting thing. In some ways, like, listen, I'm not glad that it happened to me because I really didn't need it. I learned a lot from my first abusive relationship. I didn't need to go through one again. But what I didn't learn from my first abusive relationship was the system. And it's still a shitty system. It's not good. But I'm glad that I know about it more because I can speak on it and also get other people help, if that makes sense. So that was like,
No, it
I
does.
think, the purpose of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the purpose of it. But it really sucked. Like, I wish that what I'm having a hard time is like when you're really kind to people, and I think that part of it too is like the place that I'm at is like kindness is always going to be taken advantage of in LA, and that's where I feel like I don't want to live in a town where I have to be mean to survive. You know what I mean? Where I have to be cold, I have to be somebody not myself in order to not get killed or in an abusive relationship. Like I don't want to live here then. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be that person. Like I need to be able to like cuz I have people who are not kind to me and like I don't want to be on my guard all the freaking time to
Suenito,
survive in this world. It's not fair.
in positivity, you know what I got booked for us if you end up coming to Myrtle Beach?
What
Wahoo's on the Marsh Walk.
what is that? What is a
The
wahoo?
restaurant.
It's a restaurant? What is it? Like what do they serve there?
It's so like they got seafood,
Nice. I
special
like seafood.
specialty seafood, and then they also got regular seafood, but it's like uppity shit. So it's got like bacon wrapped scallops and like honey pimento cheese grits. Yeah, so you get it's right there on the marsh, you know what I'm saying? Got the water view and shit. So if you end up coming my friend Trey works there. So I booked a reservation in July. So if you end up coming, all I got to do is just put in the order and then we'll get the day.
We should just pick it. I should just come in July. I think it'll be fine. Just pick like my aunt's birthday is the 29th, so I should be back in Texas before that.
All right.
So we just have to do it before the 29th.
But you're gonna like Wahoo's. Wahoo's is
I like
nice.
to travel. I always just like to see new places, so I think I'll have a good time. That's just where I'm at right now. Is like I'm so close to being able to like I've just been in like panic mode and like doing stress for like a year and a half straight, maybe even before that, because like my business partner decided in the middle of our business after I solidified it to confess that he loved me too. So that was very stressful, even though
Hang on, wait, whoa. Hang on, wait
we're
1
not in
second.
business together anymore.
Hold on, slow down. Switch. Sweetie, don't stop.
My
Stop.
life it's not. It can't just be normal. Why can't it stop happening?
I'm choking on my water, Sweetito. Hang on. So, if I'm correct, what you just said to me, your business partner in the middle decided to confess his love to you.
He had loved me
previously. Fuck, Sweetito.
I should not have gone to business. He was just like, I thought we were past it. You know what I mean? Like it had been years.
Oh, so it was kind of a thing that had come around before.
It had come around before, and it was also my fault in a way. Like I think maybe I should have dated at a point, but there was always something that held me back about him. I think because he like lived with his family and he was older than me, and I felt like he like helped out his family a lot, and I got understanding for that, but I felt like he didn't have the drive that I needed in a partner. You know what I mean? Like I felt like he was like kind of a slacker in that way. Like didn't have that like maturity. And then also at the point he wanted kids, and at that point I was having like I just recently learned in November that I could have children. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be an IVF road, so I don't know that I'll ever take it. But before that I thought like it was just not gonna be possible.
It's gonna be a black baby.
Stuff. Yeah. but anyway, so he really wanted kids, and I was like his best friend too, and I was like, dude, like I know you like me, but I don't think we should date. One, I don't want to ruin our friendship, and two, like we already have an incompatibility where we're gonna come to an end, because it's like I don't even think I can give that to you, and you don't want to adopt. So like this is, you know what I mean? That's never gonna not matter. You know? And so I kept saying that to him. And oftentimes too, when I would get my heart broken, he was like my safe space. Cause like for me, what I do if like a guy is bad, and I kind of just stopped doing this, But it was like for me with my sexual trauma, it was just like what I had to do. I had to like tabula rasa, I would say. So I'd have to just sleep with somebody. I didn't care if hopefully they were better than, hopefully they were worse, but I just needed to sleep with like a new person so they weren't like the last person that I had sex with. You know what I mean? Because I was feel too much.
That's diabolical, Sueñito.
Is it?
Fuck, Sueñito.
Is it diabolical? I don't know.
Fuck, that shit's diabolical.
I didn't want that. I don't want to think about them and be like, oh, who was the last thing that I did something with? I don't want to say their name. No, we have to cut the cord. Goodbye. Like, no, you second, actually. Like, that's the thing. I have to, you cannot be.
You basically used another person as a Control-Alt-Delete button.
Yeah, I mean, it was not necessarily, we would either end up dating or they were using me too, right? It wasn't like they didn't know what was happening. You know what I mean?
Okay, Sueñito, I need you to take me back to college here. I mean, before college, okay? Let's go back to high school, okay? All right. Okay. Were you popular then?
No.
How many did you have a couple boyfriends back in high school?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did they go?
Curious. Usually when that happens, I've had some, like, I'm pretty monogamous. I've had my times of like, we date a little bit. Like I was married too and I got a divorce. And then after that point, obviously.
Oh shit, you was married too?
Yeah, my best friend from high school, but then he left when I was in class. So that was very fun. I had to hire a private eye.
What do you mean he left while you were in class?
I went to school and he booked a plane ticket and he never told me why he left me. He blocked me on everything. I had to find a private eye to divorce him. I wanted him to divorce me because I was like, I still want to work this out. Like, I know you for a reason.
Fuck is wrong with your life, dog?
No, I think either if karma is real, I was a really shitty person in the fact, or I think too, my dad was a really bad person. Sometimes I wonder if I just like we did so many bad things.
No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. The universe is not gonna shit on your child because of the past humans' mistakes.
I disagree. I think that is the way that it be.
No, bro. Okay, Sueñito, you got to be honest with me. Were you at some point in your life or another? Were you mean?
No.
Did you go to Colombia and meet Pablo Escobar and piss some kind of?
No. I mean, I speak my mind. I think I get in trouble for that a lot. That I'm maybe too like on it. But if I ever upset somebody, I want to make it right with somebody. Like I will talk. I never block people. I try to keep everything open to like discuss and figure out things. Like no, I think like I don't know. I feel like I've had like a demonic curse in some ways. Like I don't know what it is about my life. I mean, I've had a lot of amazing, beautiful moments of luck too. So I can't say that it's like all been bad. But yeah, I think a lot of it stems from like also just like you don't have a dad in your life. Like shit just gets crazy. Like I think it's just really hard. Like when you just like I grew up with no dad. You know what I mean? Like it is. I had like my uncle who's now sick. You know what I mean? Was like the closest thing to my dad. And even then there was a time he like cheated on my aunt, right? So it was like, I've never had a stable male presence. So I think that is why there's a lot of,
Sueñito, you just made something clear. You just had a moment of clarity for me.
Yeah.
So I had a dad that was basically a piece of shit and was stayed around basically to use people because you know what I mean. He's insecure and needed to make himself feel better. Even if he wasn't around, unless you have a good dad in your life, is what's the most important thing. You're fucked. If you got a bad dad in your life, or whether you don't have a dad in your life, it don't matter. The results are the same.
Yeah, I agree. I think we underestimate having a strong male presence in life. Like, even if somebody steps up to the plate, right? It just has to be somebody. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's not your biological dad, because I've seen it happen with other girls who they're like, yeah, my dad, I never even met him, but they had a good dad. Like, even my sister, right? So my dad had my sister before me, had 2 other siblings, and then they got adopted, right? And so my sister has a great dad and she has a different level. Like her life is a little bit more steady. It had its levels of unevenness, like I think that adopted kids go through, but for the most part, very steady. She's in a good marriage right now. She's had a little bit of craziness because I think that just is my dad's DNA too. Because he was 100%, I think, schizophrenic. Like he was not well. He's not a was never a well person. But like she had it steady because she had this like rich Jewish dad that like took care of her, and it's like it is crazy. Like that is the one thing I will say I always get jealous of, and I feel like people don't even appreciate like they don't appreciate their dads enough. And like I think I went on here once and I talked about I said we hate Father's Day was which was maybe a bad opening for this. And I had so many people get mad. They thought I was like a single mom. But my whole point of doing that stupid thing, and my whole point of doing that was to say that like having a dad in your life is so important. And like I hate this day because I don't have a dad I can celebrate. You know what I mean? Like I have a dad that is like it's a very complicated day for me, and like our stories deserve to be kind of told. And like we just had a lot of people be bitter, and they were like there's so many insults. But yeah, I don't know. It was, but I agree. I think I've really felt that. I wouldn't have thought that when I was younger. If you told me that, I would have been like, no, things are just as fine. Like I don't necessarily need a dad. But as I get older, I'm like one of my friends too is a dad right now, and his daughter came to him and was like asked help for this camera, and I like almost started like crying. I was like, man, I would have had to figure out my own camera. You know what I mean? Yep. I had no dad. I could go ask to help me figure this out. It was always me. Me.
And then my experience was my dad got a car for me, but my dad would scream and holler at me and say, yo, you're lucky that you have a dad. You should be lucky that you have a dad in your life. You should be lucky about this. You should be lucky you have a nice car in your life. You should be lucky about this. But in realization, it was all manipulation.
Yeah.
Because it's transactional. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, if I give you this, hey, if I give you this, I'm gonna make you think that you need to be subservient to me and you need to be grateful to me for me doing this to you. It's really fucking manipulation, dog. That shit is deep, sinister.
Yeah, it's also it's like no. I had a similar. My mom dated my stepdad was like that a lot. Like, oh, you should be grateful that I even liked you. Like, also just like it was so weird because like, well, you knew my mom had a kid when you married her, so why are we bringing this? You know what I mean? Like, dude, you're so weird right now. Like, you're so like, what do you mean? And yeah, they're crazy. Like it's just so I don't know what happened to make some men get so messed up like that. Like I just feel like they don't know love. Like they just don't know. They don't understand it. They don't care to learn it. I don't get it.
I think it's generational curse because my dad's dad unalived one of his girlfriends. And I think he had mental health issues, and then he did it and then my dad was weird, and then me, and then you got me. But I think I'm saved because of my mom.
You broke the curse. Yeah.
I think it's because of my mom though. Like I think my mom, because my mom, like now that my mom's gone and she's been gone 10 years, like I can see the genuine light in her life. Like, you know what I mean? Like the genuine love that she gave. Like with my dad, it's all transactional. It's all artificial. It's all not real. With my mom, it was genuine. Like my mom would call me at work, after work. I would get annoyed about it. Like, when I was a kid, I'll be like, mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you call me, you know what I'm saying? But she would call just to talk to us, just to say what's up.
Yeah.
Like genuine. Yeah, genuine just wanted to have a relationship with her children. And I was like, man, fuck. Like, now that I look at that, like, and it's like, you know.
No, you can't buy that at the store, I'll tell you that much. Or you can, but it'll never feel the same. It'll never feel the same as organic.
Fuck no. And then when she passed away, you know what I'm saying? And my dad actually had a chance, like he was the only person left, he fucking dropped the ball.
Surprise, surprise. I totally thought by the story of the car he was totally gonna have it together. Yeah.
Yeah, hell no. What? No,
I'm
bro.
joking. I'm being
Bro,
sarcastic.
totally, dude is totally cut off. I haven't spoken to him in 5 years.
Yeah.
I will never, bro, and I will never speak to him as long as I live again. And I live by this moral code, and I should have understood this years ago, even by giving him a chance. If you can't respect your wife and you cheat on your wife and you lie to your wife and you do these immoral things to your wife, how do you expect to respect your children?
Yeah.
If you don't respect your children, how you expect to respect other people? It's kind of a chain. If you don't respect other people, how do you respect anybody?
Yeah. No, I agree.
So I look at it like I should have evaluated my dad off of the way he treated my mother, because the way you treat your kid's mother is the way you know what I'm saying, you also look at your kids, bro. And so he devalued my mom, so he devalued his kids. And he treated it like that, you know what I'm saying? And then when I put this stuff in his face, like zero accountability, man, he just wants to make every excuse to point the finger. Oh, you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that. And it's like, man, look, man, you don't get the point. I was a
Okay, we
child,
need to talk
bro.
about what I did right now. That's not what the discussion. We can talk
Well,
about what I did. You could bring that up in a separate. We're talking about, can you own what you did? You know what I mean? Can you just like talk about how that made me feel? But like, yeah,
yeah,
and talk about
exactly.
ego too. It's
Exactly.
some ego. It's like you can't for one minute like consider that you may be wrong. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, you can't for one minute put yourself in somebody's shoes and realize what you did. My
Yep.
mom, I think, is kind of similar in some ways to your dad. It's hard. My mom too. My mom has really, really, really bad ADHD, and she's like anorexic. She struggles with that, and she was like had addiction. So like the attention span, you know what I mean, to have it. And for whatever reason, she like I know full well that like my brother is her favorite. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
that's like it's a weird thing to know. And I'm not mad at my like some siblings. I have more mature, I think, maturity just because of the way my life went. I think some people get mad at their brother. I love my brother. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that he doesn't have to have the relationship that I have with my mom, right? Because I would never want him to be without, you know what I mean? Like to
Yeah.
go through. But it's such a thing that narcissists do is like they this is like very common because I read like a whole book about it, about how like they will put one family member on a pedestal, right? And then the other one is and there's always, you know what I mean? There's always some comparison. And she would even do it, I think, to my brother in some ways. Like for her, for like me, I wasn't active enough. My brother was like the sports star. But then for him, right, I was academic, he wasn't academic enough. She was all mad that she was mad that she had to parent him and do homework because I would naturally do my homework because I was like a little learner nerd when I was in school. And so she was mad that he didn't have that naturally. And it was like, and it's weird to hear. And it's like, well, mom, you could also just say, instead of like being mad that my brother wasn't academic, you should be like, I was grateful for you that you cared about school. You know what I mean? Or like you
Yeah.
could something
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
not, it's just like weird having parents like that. And I feel like people don't know. And some people I think don't even question that their family is like that. I don't know. But I feel like when you're smart, it's like hard to, it's when you're smart and you have a big heart, right? It's hard to have somebody in your life that behaves like that because you're like, you know, also when you're smart, you know that they're miserably unhappy living in that like you will never be happy with a transactional love. You know what I mean? Like even
Yeah.
demanding something that you will never be happy. Like, and it's very, yeah. But there's no talking sense into somebody, like they really are. They got to come to it on their own conclusion. Like I had to wait for my mom to realize.
Unfortunately, man, there's just some people that don't get it, Sway Nito. You know what I'm saying? My dad's one of them people, you know what I mean? And you gotta, there's some people that literally you have to give them consequences, dog. You have to give them consequences, bro. It's the only time they squirm. And even when they squirm, bro, like they only squirming because you gave them consequences. So you kind of seeing like the true shit. Like any person that gives a damn would try and do something about what they do. But
oh yeah, I cry on this app all the time. I cry on this app all the time because I'm like, wow, like a parent, like for me, when I got disabled, it's like I did all my research. None of my family ever came and like helped me out. And you'll have parents on this app that like they really truly love. Something happens to their kid, they're in the trenches, they get the whole, you know what I mean? They figure out everything for them and they become as a team member instead of just being like, well, you know, like, but my family had, like, my grandpa was a bad person too. Like he was just generational curses. They're fucking.
Is that your flavored air?
What?
Is that your flavored air?
What flavored air? What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you had a vape.
No, I don't have a vape. I don't really. I think I have some.
Oh, homie, what's up?
Hello.
What's up?
Where are these people coming from? He hasn't figured out live stream thing. He doesn't really understand. Yes. Is it time?
What up, man?
Not be on the live anymore. I want to lay down and make biscuits on top of you, even though it's very painful and you asked me to stop. Hello. Do you want attention? You want attention? You just put your butt in front of people. Anybody can come on the internet now and see your butt. How do you think about that? You're not even one, okay? So you really
look, he's attracted to that light.
No, I think he just wants to be. He's a bit of a goof. Like I think in some ways I always like to joke that my other cat Spirit comes.
I can hear him purring. He's happy.
He is purring. Yeah, that's it. But he does get territorial about me. Like, and he'll get mad if my other cat comes and cuddles with me. And he's like, no, you know what I mean? He's like, That's my mom actually. And I don't know, because he was like one of 5 brothers. If he got very like, and he was like the brother I think they were all picking on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think because when I was there,
they called me making biscuits.
Making biscuits. He went to Biscuit Town. But he went, and I haven't been home all weekend. I was hanging out with my friend. So, and they were helping drive me to work, so I just stayed over at their house to make it easier. So he hasn't seen me since Friday daytime. Yeah. So.
Bro, what do you got? What is he sitting on? Is he sitting on your bed? Is that your bed?
Yeah, that's my bed. It's a
okay. I'm about to say because it's soft. That's why. That's the only thing that would make them do that is if it was comfortable.
Yeah, he's always. I think part of that is he got it because there's a blanket in the way. But
how big is he? Big?
He's gonna be a year in I think July.
No, I said how big is he?
Oh, he's like medium sized now. He's probably gonna be big. I thought he was gonna not be as big as he is, but I think he's gonna be a big fat boy, honestly, because he's overeating for sure. But we'll see how he is when we get to Texas, because it'll be a different dynamic there. And right now,
when you move into Texas?
What?
When are you moving to Texas?
Well, I'm going there in June 30th, and then I think I'm going to at least stay a week because it'll be July weekend, so I'm not 4th of July, so I'm not going to fly out in that fucking craziness. I would wait till the 6th to come back out. And then I technically have a doctor's appointment here. I think I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to take my cat Milo because he's the older cat, and he's been there before. So I think I'm going to take that cat first and leave this one here, and then come back probably July 9th and pick him up, and then come back. And
are you flying the cat one by one?
I think I'm gonna have to, because I think I'd have to buy another seat. It just doesn't make sense to me to buy another seat.
Do they let you carry the cat with you, or do they put him in below?
No, I carry him. I can carry him with me, and that's the thing too. If I had to carry it alone, like I have to carry 2 cats, I'm like, I think that's just gonna be crazy. Like, I need somebody to come out and fly. I need to talk to my family and see if anybody would be willing to fly out and take both of them, because it'd be nice just to get both of them there, and not have to like go put this at one of my friend's house and then come back again to LA. Like, especially too, like, I was gonna come back because right now I have a doctor's appointment scheduled at the 9th, and I'm on Medi-Cal right now, so I don't have to pay for insurance, which is really nice.
Damn, fucking Medi-Cal. It's better than fucking the what's that shit? That shit in Minnesota. All the damn Somalis fucking stealing all the damn Um,
I don't even know.
you haven't heard of that, have you?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bro, there's a big fucking fraudulent scheme on daycare centers.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I don't know the tea about that. I think I heard about something about that though.
Bro, but like there's like a huge population of Somalians like running daycare centers, but there's no kids in the daycare centers. And they're getting grants from the government, dog.
Yep.
Like I'm talking about like million in the millions, bro. Like $2
Oh, I
million, $3
know,
million,
yeah.
$4
This
million
is
dollars.
not.
These people got like beamers and shit, bro.
No, it's insane. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I'm literally trying to get. I would only get to 1,000 a month on disability, so that and literally too. I'm like, I'm fine if it's temporary. I'm like, right now I'm just in a circle where it's like, if I work, I cannot take care of my health. Like, so I just want to be able to take care of my health so I can work longer because at this rate, not I'm like getting so burnt out. And then it's like, but you can have people who are not even citizens here get rich. I'm like, ma'am, you know what I mean? Like, hello, I pay literally. I'm only getting money back that I pay taxes for, by the way, too, and cannot
I'm
access it.
fucking dead, bro.
Literally, I went to the doctor and he was like, "You're 30. You shouldn't be on disability." And it was like, whoa, crazy. I don't know if they are gonna tell you this, doc. Disability happens at any age. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I don't know. Has they broke the news? Like, have you seen? Like, what do you mean, brah? That's not a factor in this. And then literally I listed out my health stuff and he was like, "Oh, but that's all?" And I was like, "But other than that, you're still healthy?" And I was like, "What is happening here? Like, what?" And I guess that's really common, but it was so crappy. I'm like, whatever. I mean, I do maybe a long shot because I know it's so hard to get on it, but it just sucks to be like, you hear shit like that and you're like, I literally paid for this. I'm willing to still even like work through my disability. I just like want to get healthy. You know what I mean? And it's like, but you can't. You can't even. It's such a fucking. The system is a joke.
What's your favorite color?
Light pink, like this. I mean, literally, it is like this color in the back. All right, now, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Yeah, I like red too. Red's good.
Yeah, red is fire.
Can be.
What does pink mean to you?
I think it's a lot of like girlhood. I think in some ways too, it's like, I don't know. Not that I was ever not. I mean, I guess I was swaddled as a baby in pink, but it just reminds me of like newness and softness and flowers and I don't know. It's a very safe color. I like it a lot. I can get it in pink. Almost all my furniture is pink.
I like
Like,
your answer.
I
That's
like
a good
black,
answer.
red, mustard yellow. I like a sunset orange. I like warm colors for sure. I don't like gray. Gray reminds me of jail for whatever reason. So
Gray reminds me of jail. Gray reminds me of indecisiveness.
Yeah, it's definitely like stormy clouds. But yeah, the first thing I think of jail, really what I think of is concentration camps whenever I think of gray. So I hate it. I do. I think of concentration camps whenever I think of the color gray. And I'm like, no.
That is diabolical. What makes you think of concentration camps?
Concentration camp, it's all gray. It's all gray. It's like
It's all
gray. It's all made of concrete. Everything is gray. The uniforms are gray. It's all gray. It's just a blob of gray.
You're not lying. It is
miserable. It's miserable.
black and white uniforms. There's some gray on them.
Yeah. Wake up, America. Ban gray.
Wake up, America. Listen to you.
What I said. I'll die on this hill.
Yeah.
I'll die on the hill.
Man, you can't go easy on gray. Gray ain't that bad.
It's bad. Don't like it. Get out of here.
I got some gray Jordans. Concrete gray to be specific.
I'll have to see him to say if they're okay or not. But I mean, you
I have to see him to see if they're okay. It's diabolical.
I will have to. I'll let you know. You can keep them if they're okay or not. But
Should have paid $400 for them damn shoes. I'm keeping them, motherfuckers.
These are 40 max. Maybe 100 if they're a really nice pair, but
they're super nice. They're 4s. You got any Jordans?
No. My friend.
Oh, we gotta get you a pair.
Oh my gosh.
You know what we also gotta get you? You look good. A pair of Jordans. A pair of like black and pink Jordans. Black, light, pink Jordans. And then a black and light pink Scat Pack.
What the heck's that? I've never heard that in my life.
You know what a Scat Pack is?
Oh, what is that?
It's a muscle car.
A muscle car?
Yeah. Yeah.
Send it, text it to me. Text me how you spell it so I can look it up. Hello, Mr. Milo. We're all making biscuits. Hi, buddy.
All right.
I'll look it up after you.
Be fine, bro. I'm telling you right now, dog. You light pink, some black light pink J's, black and light pink or some kind of Scat Pack, dog. You pull up in that shit, dog. You'll be like, oh shit, who the fuck is that? That's Sway Nito. That ain't Sway Nito.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever drive again.
Nah, you definitely will.
I could drive, like, where I'm moving in Amarillo. I learned to drive there. But driving in LA was like...
Nah, you got to drive the Camaro once you get up here. What you mean?
We'll see. I haven't driven in, like... I drove, like, a golf cart, but I haven't driven a car in years, I think. I don't remember last time I drove a car.
We can take we can drive golf carts on the road here.
I love driving a golf cart. I wish I could just commute everywhere in a golf cart. I could do that.
Well, you can do that here in Myrtle Beach. It's legal.
Awesome. I can pull up to work in my golf cart.
You just got to be careful because, like, every now and again, a golf cart does get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, that's fine. I don't mind.
I think the speed limit. You can drive a golf cart anywhere that there's a road that is 35 and under.
Oh, okay. So there's limits.
So yeah, so it's not like you can go on like 40.
That's what I want. I want to be able to drive the golf cart on the freeway, and we don't have that American.
On the freeway is diabolical. You better have like a V8 in that thing or something.
I want to go.
On the fucking freeway for real, Sway Nito? Damn.
I want it to be my main vehicle that I get around it. I want
to be my main vehicle is crazy.
I want a cross-country golf cart, and I don't know why it's crazy.
Why do you want that? Because of cheap maintenance or some shit? What the fuck?
I just want it. Because I know I could drive the golf cart. I don't know. I like driving a golf cart, so I don't want to drive a car as much. So I just want to drive a golf cart on the freeway. Like, you do the same things the car does, so why can't I drive it everywhere I need to go?
That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. You want to go see Medieval Times? You ever been to Medieval Times?
Yeah, I went to the one in Florida. And our guy was the villain and he lost. I was so mad. I was like, dang, I could not root for him at the end. I was rooting for our guy. When the king won, I was like, what the no, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what I wanted.
What about the pirate one? Have you been to the pirate one?
I've never done the pirate one, no.
Okay, so we got two here. We got the Medieval Times and then we got the pirate. I think it's called like a Pirates.
Have you done it? You've done both of them?
No, I've never been in either.
Oh, why not?
Well, I just moved here.
How long ago have you moved there? Was it just like a year?
About a year ago, yeah.
Oh, so it is pretty new.
Yeah, about a year ago.
You moved there from New Orleans? Is that where?
No, from Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta remember, Katrina happened in 2005. That displacement was a while ago.
I don't know why it feels so much closer. I
It
guess
does,
that's
doesn't it?
It really feels like I'm like, wait, what? Katrina didn't happen 5 years ago. It always feels like Katrina's happened 5 years ago, no matter how much I get older.
It does. It really does. But it's 20 years
ago.
It's
not factual at all, though. It's not.
It's 20 fucking years ago. I can't believe it's 20 years, over 20 years ago.
What the hell? That's insane.
Right? You were 10 years old.
I know. And what were you? You were like 15?
Yep.
That's not that much. Yeah, it's crazy. I know they'll say like this movie came out this it's like oh yeah, like Desperate Housewives had its like 25th year or whatever, and I was like, huh? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
That's funny as fuck. Shit. How did you end up making your food?
Yeah, I did. It came out pretty good. Maybe made it a little bit too salty, but part of it is my problem is that I'm trying to use up all my seasonings. So
I was about to say, so you don't got to take as much shit.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I was naive and I was like, I might be able to make things with these 8 boxes. And then I was packing up some stuff for my business and I was like, nope, that is not happening. We are going to be ordering more boxes. So I spent a bunch of fucking money. I'm just so done. I'm like, it's so expensive to move. Like, I'm like, it's like across country. It's just so crazy. Like,
bro, when you were like you're moving is fucking expensive, I was like, man, it can't be that fucking bad. I mean, I know it's expensive because when I was moving from Virginia to South Carolina, these motherfuckers was trying to charge me like $2,000 just to move a bed to fucking 2 states over, and I was like, yo, you're fucking
I paid $2,000 to move from California to Texas. That's crazy for them to charge you that. That's really insane.
Bro,
it should have been $3,000 for what they wanted to do. But to go from, because that's like, it's a 2-day trip, even if you know what I mean. But for that is crazy. Especially over there on the East Coast, everything's like way closer. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, they tried to charge me $2,000, dog, for a bed, bro.
No, they're insane. Yeah.
Not even nothing else. I just wanted my bed because I love my bed. My bed was so soft, bro. I had that pillow top, that Serta. That shit was fire.
No, I've had a crappy bed. I've been basically, when I moved into my other place, I didn't want to build a bed, and I was so scared about being homeless, so I was just gonna sleep on a tent. But then the one guy destroyed it because obviously we like hooked up, and it was not just a 6-foot black man. You know what I mean? Like the little rainbow tent. It didn't have it in it. And then I got another bed. And then some fat guy, I didn't even want to sleep with him, but he was not going to take no for an answer. And it was just kind of one of those situations. So I was just like, whatever.
Wait, what?
Whoa. They will invite themselves into your home and I'll be like, okay, no, I will give every polite hint of like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to do this. I'm good. I don't want, like, I would rather you not come over. Okay. And then they will like, hover at your door and it's like, well,
wait, did you just say though that you didn't want to sleep with somebody and then like
it happens so much, dude. I can't believe that can't be shocking.
And then all of a sudden you were like whatever and ended up sleeping with him anyway when you didn't want to.
He broke my bed and he didn't even pay for it. He shattered my bed and then he thought it was so funny. And it was like, it's really not funny, dude. And then and that bed was a fucking bitch to build.
How do you break your bed?
He fucking broke it. He was big. He was like just chunky, like really fat. That's also why I'm like
really fat. That's probably why you didn't want to bang him.
It looked like he was like beefy, and I'm not mean about like you can be beefy. You don't have. I mean, I'm not by any means like a skinny girl, so you don't have to be like. I do like skinny guys usually. Like that is like usually my like type, but. You can be a bit thick and I don't mind, but he like, and he was like all, like a lot of California boys are like this, like very like, oh, I don't want to like, like he paid for my food, so he felt entitled to sleep with me. And it's like they will not treat you to a meal. Like it's like you basically have to like sleep for your supper out here. It's like insane. Like you can't even be treated nice. Like they will take it from you. Like it's dark times in California. Like these men out here are crazy. I don't even know how else to put it. Like it's just they will not treat you. They it literally those memes where they they have the men dressing like and like the girls doing the men jobs and the men in like the dresses and like can you pick me up, babe? Like I'm sorry to say that is a lot of California men.
Okay.
It's very sad. It's like they just don't. They want to be the dining, and I don't mind every once in a while, but I don't know. I'm raised in Texas, right? So it's like a culture shock. I think like I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to like pick me up? You know what I mean? Like what do you mean? Oh, I don't want to drive. I'm too tired. Like okay, sounds like then I'll just go on a date with a woman then. You know what I mean? Because I'm gay too.
I'll just go on a date with a woman on a date.
Like if I'm gonna do that, why would I? You know, I don't know. It's like, isn't that? It's very weird. It's very weird.
Very, very, very weird.
And I'm not even like I'm not somebody you got to take to like a steak restaurant to like we can go eat at McDonald's together, but like you know, and
nah,
I'm like,
fuck McDonald's. Are you crazy?
I will. I'm like on first dates. I feel like you're just getting to know each other, so I don't mind like low stakes stuff. Like it doesn't have to be very fancy for me. I've never it's because it's all about the personality anyway. So I'm not big on that. But I don't like it's just in California it's so backwards. That's fun. It feels like you have to sleep with somebody to get to know somebody. And it's like I don't know. I was more like in my 20s I was more like I feel like controlled by that bullshit, but now when I'm 30 I'm like I just don't want to do this anymore. Like it's not fun. Like it's not like I can't like I'm sorry you didn't meet me earlier. You know what I mean? Like where I was more okay with that, but it's like now I'm like I'm really not. Like I'm just like I don't want to. Like I want to make sure
it's called growing up.
Yeah, 100%. But they are not. They don't grow up here. It's Peter Pan syndrome all the time. They don't grow up here.
I mean, bro, those people didn't get to Hollywood Hills by actually doing righteous things.
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying?
In the Hollywood Hills, I think, but I don't know.
Well, how do you feel about big, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you comfortable
I'm not really a size person. It doesn't really matter to me. I've obviously like taken it, you know. Honestly, I usually prefer. I know this is like crazy because most women are not like this, but I don't mind small PP. Well, I really don't. Because sometimes, I don't know, it's intense. But, I don't know. Sometimes I'm surprised. I was surprised that I could take it, so. My most abusive ex. Usually the most abusive guys have the biggest honkers, I would say. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's a more, to me, it's, when it comes to like moments like that, it's not it's like it's all about like intimacy and like the fun of it and like I don't know it's like it's not as simple as size. Like it's very much about vibes for the most ideal time.
I felt that.
Sure.
You funny.
I took a couple comedy classes, paid a couple $1,000, so I better be trained to be funny. Yeah, that's happening.
Paid to be funny. It's crazy.
I took the time in.
No, listen, I'm not taking away from you. I believe you when you tell me these things, dude. I'm serious. Like I do not take anything for granted. You live in LA, the land of like weird, crazy, retarded.
It's not. It's like in this weird way of like leaving it. It's so weird. Like it's such a toxic relationship. I don't know if I'll ever be back. I don't know what's gonna happen because it's like I grew up here and like in a lot of ways like this was like my first place I started to truly feel like at home in, but it's also like not a home in a lot of ways because it's like,
Man, get the fuck out of LA, dog.
I know.
Get
I
the
think
hell
it's
out of
for the
there.
best. I think it's for the best.
You'll love Texas, dog.
I know. I won't love where I'm going.
It's a different vibe.
It's not where I'm going is fucked up. But also, so like when I
you
went,
said, you said where I'm going is fucked up.
there is great parts of Texas. I love. So I've never. I'm a Texan. Like, and I'm a Texan. I have. There's some shame that I have about Texas because some Texas does
All
stupid
right.
things.
Well, you're making a stop anyway in Myrtle Beach along the way anyway. So
No, I need to find like a place that I don't know that has like I want things to do, and I want like cool people. Amarillo is like not regular Texas because the people are really unfriendly there, and it's like very Bible belty, so they're very judgmental, and they're all kind of like they're like old blood money. Like it's crazy. It's just really bad out
that's
there.
South Carolina for you. Very Bible belty. I mean, the roads are fucking clear on Sunday mornings because everybody's in fucking church.
Yeah. Do you go to church?
No.
Or do you believe in any of that? Are you like Christian?
Yeah, I'm religious. I do believe in God, yeah.
Interesting.
It's mostly I became religious after my mom died mostly. I wasn't really too much into it before, but and I still don't talk about it much with people because I think religion's a private thing. And I don't think it should be forced upon others because some people don't believe in it. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
I was very, very
Everybody
Christian. Like I went to Christian schools. It's like I said. So like when I found out about that stuff for me when I was like little, it was very devastating because I was like virgin till married. I was gonna be that girl. And I'm very different now, obviously.
Hey, Sway, need to hold that thought. Let me run to the bathroom real quick.
And I'm like, she would gasp. She would gasp. She'd be like, "What the heck we did?" I was like, "Oh, girl," and it was glorious. We sinned deliciously, but I got to a point where, listen, I think there's a lot of amazing Christian teachings in the Bible that are so important, like the kindness. You know what I mean? Like the treating others like almost better than yourself. I think that those are really great testaments. But when I got involved in this like it was like a low level cult, but I like escaped it or whatever. It was like crazy over here now. It was basically like Scientology knockoff shit, um, disguised as self help. And I then after that I started reading like abuse books about like why women get into abusive relationships and like the courses on that. And I realized that I was like I felt like in an abusive relationship with God. Like you couldn't question God. Like I learned recently I was watching this like show that where our main character is Jewish and I was like, I wish I had been brought up in like with I think like I don't believe in like Judaism as a whole. I think I would have always been Christian, but I wish that it was like my family was raised Catholic, so like they brought on that Christian like, oh, you don't question anything and you don't ask these questions and it's like seen as really disrespectful. But in Judaism it's not like that. You are allowed to wonder about God and like have this conversation with faith. And so that's like where I'm kind of at my religion. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it's God. In a weird way, I don't believe that the universe was made by multiple gods. Like that has never felt true for me in my life ever. Like it does feel like there is a singular through line in there for me. But I don't know about talking snakes. And I don't know about the devil appearing as a snake. I don't know about some of it feels like not to like put you on, like obviously if you believe in it you believe in it for your reasons, but you know what I mean, especially after death. Like I wish that I had not gotten into these doubts or like realized things that made me question. Like I wish that I could have accepted my religion as it is, but now I have too many whys and I'm open to like God being like show me what show me that I ought to believe in it, right? Like I'm open to being that, but I haven't had that moment yet. But I don't feel atheist at all. I don't think I could ever feel atheist because I have felt God in a way, you know what I mean? Like I've felt that there's something spiritual going on. And I honestly think if you're atheist, I think you're a loon. Like I don't mean to be judgmental, but I'm like, man, if you can't see that there is something other than us, I feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we can't relate to each other in a way. Like, And I don't mean to be like disrespectful because I know people believe what they want to believe. Like I believe in. I like that you say like. To me, religion has never felt like a private thing because in a way too, what I think I miss about being religious is there is something in like community of faith, but I also have felt like alone in my own religion that I don't know that I've ever believed in the same thing that other people believe in, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's what That's what makes it very personal, is because people may not relate to it just like you do.
And I think it is meant to be like your own relationship with whatever you believe in is special. Like I think even in Christianity, your own relationship with God is like fully unique, right? Like
right.
It's not the same as other people's. And I do think it is weird and it feels definitely like racist to go into other countries and be like, you have to be a Christian or you're gonna rot in hell. Like it's like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
if somebody said that to you, how would you react? Like you're not I'm like, I don't know that God wanted you to do it like that. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of some of my like things with faith is just like it's the obtuseness of just people. You know what I mean? That I'm like, and I think some things too. There's so much. What pisses me off about churches is they're collecting. There should be no homeless people as long as we have churches. They're collecting taxes. They are supposed to take care of the community that doesn't have it. And churches, at least out here, they will lock their doors to homeless people.
They get them tax write-offs, dog.
And you don't even let the homeless in. You shouldn't be getting them. You're just a business at this point. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. And it makes me so sad because I'm like, if you were really truly Christian, all of these Christian churches, you would let that homeless man in. And it wouldn't matter, right? If he destroyed your pew or whatever, you know what I mean? If he poops in the pews, whatever, right? You could have somebody come in here and clean it up. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the issue here. It's really sad. All of that empty space in a church, it bugs me to no end. It really does. Open it up. You know what I mean? Open it up. I don't think.
No, I can dig it.
Whatever I believe in would never allow that. Like, whoever is closing their church doors, you're going to burn, baby. I don't know where you're going, but it's not a good place. All things good. All things good, baby. I would open that door. I would open that door real quick because I do not think I mean, if I was God and you came in, I would be like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, hold that thought. Let me run to the bathroom real quick.
No worries. Oh my gosh, you guys, I need to go do this.
Swainito!
What's up?
Oh, there you are. Oh, dang, you sounded black as hell when you hit me with that. What's up? Look at you sounding with some swag. Let me find out you from the trenches.
I do feel like it's so crazy. I've been on my Facebook because when you lived in Rochester, New York, like it was like people who are white just drop the N word. Like it's like I can't like when I came back to California and I was like, oh, like it because being like we called it being a wigger. Like I'm sorry if that's offensive, but that was what it
No,
was
we
called back
grow.
then.
We call it we grow.
Yeah, yeah. So there was a lot of like wiggers were like a big thing in Rochester, New York, where I went to school, like middle school and high school for the most part. And
You guys see them in the South, bro. Like they ride with Tahoes, like on big rims, with no fucking cats on it, so it's loud as shit. And then they tape speakers to the fucking back, bro. So they're like like that shit's blasting like some southern trap music.
that's so funny.
And it'd be like some like 22-year-old white kid with a hat on. You be like, what the fuck, dog?
That tracks. That
When the fuck did y'all motherfuckers start doing some straight black people shit?
so dumb.
So down here, shit is still so segregated a little bit.
Is it really? That's
Not as like not like generalized, like as in like the beach or anywhere you go, but like the events. So like we have Bike Week, which is like a national biker thing.
Mm-hmm.
You'd love that if you were here. We have a place where you go. It's called Suck Bang Blow.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's how ironic, right? But then they got this place. It's Black Bike Week.
What is that? What does that mean?
So
bikes are black, or like all the people are black?
no, it's black. Yeah, so the Black Bike Week is yo, you're fucking goofy, bro. I mean, it is a logical question. It is a logical question. Well, that's what's fucked up about it, because whenever somebody says that now, I'm gonna be like, yo, well, what does that mean?
I think it'll play really well, actually, because it kind of makes
It
me like,
will.
oh shit! Especially if it's a white person, they're gonna like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but
I would be
it's
very
really
interested
good.
to see how that
No,
goes.
but
Too, actually,
no, but if it's my black, but if it's my black ass doing it, it's really gonna fuck them up there.
I know. I think it'd be awesome, actually.
They're gonna be like, what the fuck? And be like, why are you asking us this? Like, but well, it's a logical question, bruh.
Just answer it. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. There you go. Just answer.
They're not gonna know what to do.
Golly. But yes, you're wild. Yeah, so Black Bike Week is where all the black bikers come, and Black Bike Week is a little different than like regular Bike Week. So regular Bike Week is where mostly 90% of the white bikers are. There's a couple of black
90% of them are black,
but it's more like culture. So think of like Sons of Anarchy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then Black Bike Week is like, think of Biker Boys. You ever seen that movie?
No.
You never seen that movie?
No.
Okay, so black bikers, we like the crotch rockets and the stunt bikes and all that other shit, and there's bike clubs and shit like that. It's very different than like the biker, the latex, the jeans and the choppers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You going through your shit?
I'm trying to sort some crap, but
nice. Good way to
So
be
they have, like,
good way to
different,
be
like-
productive.
do they have like The only thing I know about bikers is I got obsessed with this one girl on TikTok, and she like her dad. I think he found it in like Southern California, but her dad was like this biker, or not her dad, but her like great grandpa was this like literally like founded this like biking club, and then they like did Toys for Tots, which is crazy. And then my only other experience with bikers is that we did an improv show once, and I guess it was at a biker bar, and I was supposed to be. I guess they had like a thing where they like rape a girl for initiation. I'm gonna get
Wait, what?
crazy. Yeah, and it's in Amarillo too. This is why I don't want to go back there. And then they were like, but I got, for whatever reason, I left none the wiser, and we pissed off the queen biker because what was crazy. I had dated this guy before we were on an improv team together, but they came in and they were like, give them a position they should be in, and they said BJ. They were like, you know what I mean? And then they were like a non-sexual position, and that I guess offended the biker queen, and we like pissed off a biker bar with our improv show, which was a bit goofy. And that's about my extent of knowledge. I rode on a bike, like my stepdad had one at one point, and we rode from school on that. But I know like nothing about bikes. I don't even think I could recognize a Harley. I think I could recognize a but that's about it. So I don't know jack crap about him.
That's diabolical.
Well, that's your favorite word, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Guilty.
It is.
It's a good word. I like that you say it. I like that you say it.
It has to be used appropriately, though.
I think you do use it appropriately. You just use it a lot.
Well, I mean, I think my word before was a curse word, so I think it's best to get a curse words out. You know what I'm saying?
You giving them up?
Rotate? No, hell no. The fuck? No.
You said
My life is too stressful for that shit. My job is way too stressful to give them
what's stressful about your job? What do you have to? What's so stressful about it?
Bro, do you understand? Like,
I have theories, but I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so I'm just quite.
So just imagine like the floor slab that you're sitting on right now. I got to make sure you don't sink 30 feet in the damn ground like 5 years, like every day, and like for the next 30, 50 years of your life, as long as that concrete.
I understand.
Is sitting under you.
A little bit in terms of like. So
these
like
people
when you
don't understand
movies, you have to think about all of that because basically your safety, it's all on you, and then obviously anybody can sue you. You know what I mean? Well,
there's also underlining shit as well. Like, say for instance, like what's his name? Guy Ritchie? Is that his name?
I think that's a guy. I don't know. I can't.
The director.
Yeah, that sounds like comedy. I don't know.
Let's say Quentin Tarantino. Let's say Quentin Tarantino.
I hate that guy. He could definitely fall through the floor. But yeah, anyway.
You don't like Quentin Tarantino?
No, he's a cokehead. He's horrible. He's not good. I
didn't know he was a cokehead.
He's to Uma Thurman, man. Like I think it's.
He's from Knoxville, Tennessee. I didn't know that until I was in Knoxville.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. Well, that explains it. I feel like everybody from Tennessee is low key a little crazy.
Oh, dang, pretty girl, you give me the good view, huh?
Well, I guess it wasn't on purpose. I was looking for a pen. There we go. No, this is an eyeliner pen. This doesn't help me.
Quentin Tarantino. That guy's a cokehead.
That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, we're taking Quentin.
But anyway, let me get it out. Let me get out what I was saying. So let's say it's Quentin Tarantino, right? At the end of the day, like the whole movie he's producing, and that these investors and the money that the people are spending onto him, somebody has to put their name on it to be like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is going to be a movie. Like if people know it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, if the public knows, they're going to go see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the cast is just gonna be cherry on top. So if you put fucking Samuel L. or all these other people that you normally use, that shit's gonna be people like, oh shit, so and so is in it. We gotta go see this shit. The new Tarantino flick, bro. Blah blah blah. It's kind of the same with buildings.
That's because there's that one. I can't ever think of it. What is it? It's right? There's one. He was like a big Midwestern designer. He does make incredible houses. I always like whatever he made. Lloyd Wright. It sounds like I'm terrible with names, but
yeah. I only deal with the foundation and the structure though, so I don't really deal with like the architecture or the framing or anything other than that. But like when it comes to like the foundation, the construction materials, the heavy stuff, you know what I mean? Like the steel, the slabs, the asphalt, the soil.
Boring but necessary.
Yes. Not boring. Difficult.
Difficult. What's difficult about it?
Clients.
Oh yeah.
Picky people that are spending so much money. And you gotta.
And they probably don't even want to spend the money, and they don't understand. They probably want to come back.
Well, no, they want to spend the money because they like that's how we make our money. So they want to spend the money. It's just like sometimes things don't go right. You know how construction is. You pick a plot of land. Sometimes your construction project goes perfectly. You end up on time. Like there's no late deadlines, no none of that shit. You end up on time. You end up starting to make money because like once you invest into this, you sinking money into it, and you want to make money right away. Mm-hmm. It's no different than the contractor who's got the dozer on site. When that dozer's not running, he's not making no money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We live in a capitalist country. This is how we make our living. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So, with that being said, these investors, when they plot this land out, you know what I mean? They want to make their deadlines and whatnot. And sometimes like they have a bad superintendent sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes a flower you have an endangered flower, you have to figure it out or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, bad weather. I mean, it's just a lot of things that's in construction, you know what I'm saying? That goes into fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we were talking about I can't work because it rained today. So I'm like, oh, that's true. I guess with construction, I wasn't ever thinking about it, but I was like, I guess, that makes sense in terms of safety.
There's some days that you can't swing the crane because the weather's too bad. You know what I mean? So you can't get a man to climb up there. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of shit. So
do you know how to work a crane, or is that not your field?
You said, do I know how to run one?
Yeah.
Fuck no, that's not my thing. Hell no, that ain't my shit. Hell no. I can do it. The most I can do like close to that is I can operate a dozer. I can run a bulldozer, right? I can operate an excavator. I can operate a little skid steer, and what's the other one?
I don't know. You don't look at me.
No, I'm trying to think of the name of it. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I did it back when I did tree work. It has a weird fucking name. It's a huge fucking machine. I think it's called a skidder. A tree skidder. So it's a huge fucking machine, right? It's like on big wheels. Like think of like a monster truck, but it's for like it's for tree work. So it goes back and has a big claw in front of it, and then you operate it, and then you drive up to a tree, and it fucking has a blade into it, and then it just cuts a tree down and picks it up, and then you hit a button, and then it falls over.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. But that thing is not environmentally friendly. Like you can cut down a forest and like fucking, you can cut down a fucking forest real quick with that thing.
Oh my god!
I'm serious. I watched somebody The first time I saw one, I watched somebody take down a whole lot, bro, in about like 2 hours.
Wow.
And picked all those trees up and put them in a pile, and then I had picked them up and then hauled them away. Boom, those trees are gone. That shit I was like, damn.
That is crazy. I can't imagine. I can't imagine how somebody feels just like doing that too. Like, it's probably like powerful.
Well, we don't really think about it. Well, we don't really think about it. We just gotta make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that point, you know what I mean. We're like, oh, this Walmart's going up here.
So mostly, are you out on the field, like building things, or are you more like kind of behind the scenes?
So I'm in the inspection side.
Okay.
I'm in the inspection side, so I'm in the field inspecting this shit as it's being built.
Nice.
Make sure it's being in quality control. Yeah.
Did you like work your way up to that point, or was it?
Yeah, I've been doing it 10 years. Yeah.
What did you start like on the ground as like a builder kind of, and then you like, do they promote you that way or like?
No, so I started off as like kind of like a technician.
Okay.
You start off as like a technician, and then you go out and you learn to read plans, and then you go out doing these inspections and stuff, and you learn, and they get more advanced and more advanced and more advanced until you reach like steel.
That's pretty cool.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, I know my one friend out here who helps write on my one cat show. She's in construction, but obviously she's not on the like field. I think she's more in the like planning and city management part of it, of like, but she's been waiting to be promoted to like, man, I think she's at least worked there for like 6 years. She worked there for a while, and I think they gave her a raise, but like barely, but they haven't like promoted her for a long time. Like, it moves so slowly.
Okay.
Yeah. But I know like women in construction, it's a whole different, it's a different thing.
No, there's a lot of good construction women in the construction field.
Yeah.
They're solid too. I've worked with a couple.
That's cool. I'm glad it's happening in the South. I was worried. I was like, I don't know.
She was like, oh, she said I was worried. Oh no, it's definitely happening. Definitely happening down here. Southern women are bossy too.
Oh, I know. I can be. I've been called
You can be. Don't be screaming at me now. Just so you know, my safe word is Sprite. So if you hear Sprite.
What if you want to Sprite? You'll never want to Sprite? Is that why it's safe?
You probably, yeah, pretty much.
You don't like Sprite at all?
No.
What the? Goodbye, I'm hanging up. That is a lot. What is it? Is it Dr. Pepper? Or is it Coke?
Dr. Pepper.
Okay, Dr. Pepper's fair. I can know that.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper was my favorite for a long while. I don't know if it still is. I haven't had one in such a long time, honestly. Crazy. I love Sprite though.
Bro, that's Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream is fire.
Yeah, you're telling me I think about that. That is fair.
That shit tastes like a milkshake soda, dog. That shit is so good.
I might have had it. I don't remember. I had some cream and soda one. It was really good. It was a really
You alright? Did you just slide across the carpet?
No. My bed is like how do I put it? It's horrible bed. It's honestly, I basically sleep on a cot at this point. So I bought this bed because it was like a couch, but it could roll out into a bed, or that's what it looked like on Temu, right? That's not what happened. It's 3 separate cushions, and it was doing fine. I lived like in that misery for a long time where it was just 3 separate cushions, and every day I would wake up with my back against the bone of the base of the couch, which is this like metal. So it was really uncomfortable in terms of that. And then I invested in like a topper that like put the 3 cushions together, but now it's come apart. And then I was like had a bunch of moving stuff on it, so I haven't had it. So I've just been sleeping on this like cot. So I do not have a comfortable bed at all, which is why I sleep over at my friends a lot and scrub and use their death beds for like.
That's funny as shit.
On their couches because it's so much more comfortable than mine. But it's horrible. I'm not taking this bed with me. I'm letting it die.
Hey, what's your favorite soda?
My favorite soda? I don't really drink a lot of soda, to be honest. I like ginger ale. Usually that's what I get on the airplane, but I do like a lot of energy. I'm still kind of, I think, searching for my favorite.
You ever had a Verner's?
A who?
A Verner's?
No, I don't know what a Verner's is. I don't know what that is.
It's a ginger ale. It's like some Michigan shit.
Okay.
But it's basically, so think of like, you know how like the Schweppes or something like that. What ginger ale do you usually drink?
I drink this like Seagram's one.
Okay, so Seagram's, I remember that taste. You know how tart it is? How more gingery it is?
I like gingery though.
No, that's not a bad thing. I like it like that too. Definitely like that too.
But the other one, what is this one like? It's more sweet.
This one is made with like vanilla.
Okay, that might be good though. Actually,
it is good.
That one sounds really good.
No, so yeah, like that one, the one you normally drink doesn't have like it has like a straight spice finish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
If even
this one has
flat, so it really depends on your quality.
Yeah, this one has the spice from the ginger. It's still there, but when it finishes, like when you wash it down, it has the sweet, the hint of the sweet vanilla, so it's sweet at the end.
That's nice.
And I think they said something about it's been like in an oak barrel, so like it's on some Tennessee Jack Daniel type shit. So pretty damn good. I think you like it.
Yeah, I probably will.
Why are you staring at the phone like it's a zombie?
No, I'm getting tired. I don't even
like
know.
You are. That's not a problem. I'm about to get off too because I gotta get up in like.
I know. I was gonna say, I was like, you gotta go to bed, dude. You gotta go to bed.
Well, it's your fault. You keeping me up.
Oh my god, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything. You're free will, sir. You're free will.
All right.
Have a
Nice,
great
Nita.
Of course, always a pleasure.